high risk. That's why SaveByTheScan.org wants you to know that now there's a breakthrough low-dose CT scan that can detect lung cancer early, and it only takes 60 seconds. You stop smoking, now start screening. For an easy quiz to see if you're eligible, visit SaveByTheScan.org. It could save your life. SaveByTheScan.org is brought to you by the American Lung Association's Lung Force Initiative.
Smart enough to get the news right, irreverent enough to make it fun. John and Gordy in the afternoon.
John and Gordy afternoons. And another big day, a lot of big stories floating around out there. A take back supposedly about the swastika, but I don't believe any of that until I see proof somewhere along the way with the Coast Guard.
Oh, really?
And, and the big threat that Trump gave us, I'm not threatening anybody.
No big deal.
No. No one took it that way, Donald. Unbelievable stuff.
It's John Peterson, Gordy Young, along with our producer, Aaron Zommers, and a happy Friday afternoon. It's a bit of a cloudy day in downtown Madison. We're broadcasting right above State Street.
That's right. The
block off of the Capitol,
Today in the capital city, it is Driver Ed Day, apparently.
Oh, is that what
what the hell are people doing out there?
Do you have some problems?
Can't they drive? Can they ever drive in the city, the big city? Honestly, seriously, I was stumped. You know, it's like the light changes twice before you get to the next light. What is happening to these people?
I don't know. They're inattentive. You know, they just don't get it.
Is there a lot of decision making going on while you're sitting at the light? You're thinking, well, maybe I should really slow down and change lanes for whatever reason. I don't know why. I just feel like changing lanes. So I'm gonna leave everybody behind me just sitting there until I change my lane.
Was this downtown? This happened on your way in? Or?
Yes, it was ridiculous, and I just they're all learning to drive today, apparently.
Well, maybe it's Friday. People are getting out and about, ready for the weekend. You know, they're traveling, getting ready to...
Don't make excuses for them.
Maybe they're doing early holiday shopping.
They're just incompetent. You know, this is the city where they changed the speed limit from, 30 to 25, right?
Yes. What? Really?
We're an embarrassment to the entire nation. I'm done with them. I'm a big city guy. I grew up in Milwaukee.
I know.
We had high speed limits out there,
right,
in one day, but not anymore. In today's parlance, it's about 25 miles per hour too. What is happening? People can't go a little bit faster. We have better cars, safer cars, right?
Did you have any trouble on the campus drive? Because
no.
That's the only place where you can really just go as fast as it possibly can go.
Truly is the Autobahn.
You never see any cops on there, and people can just open it up to 85.
But this morning they blocked it off with a squad car, and I couldn't go that way, so I had to go the slow way, the old route. And that wasn't any good. Some guy in front of me kept floating off toward the curb. Just like, wow. It was a tough night for that person.
We had a text here from Roger in Stevens Point who says there are drivers who wait for the light to turn greener. I like that. Yeah, it's true. They just sit there and like, okay, I guess I will go. I guess it's as green as it gets. Better move forward.
Very good, Roger.
You can text us on the Civic Media app or give us a call. Phone lines are open, 855-752-4842.
Yeah.
Yeah. Beltline's another place where you can go. You can really kick it in if the traffic is moving smoothly.
Yeah, it's the basic highway around Madison. It's we were debating that this morning. We wanted a north Beltline, which would only serve just part of the city, just the northern western part of the city of Madison.
Mm-hmm.
But they decided to make it a boulevard and change it to 35 miles per hour. So no, I'm not happy about that either.
There are some places around the state where you can really. What was the one place we were talking about a few months ago where you're guaranteed to get a ticket going through this town? Remember we were talking.
Oh
Tom
yes.
Yeah,
Rosendale.
Is Rosendale? Where
Rosendale.
is that exactly?
It's
Do you
a little
remember,
bit
Aaron?
north of Madison, maybe like 30 minutes.
Okay.
And I know that they have gas stations there that sell T-shirts with a cop car that says Rosendale. That's the ticket.
Yeah, they're bad. They're bad. It's not a big town at all. I mean, you're going at about, I think, 25 miles per hour, and you better be going 25 miles per hour past the cemetery in Rosendale. You never know who's going to run out of that cemetery.
We got another text here from Roger in Watertown. He says, "What street does John live on? I'm going to drive down there about 35 miles per hour."
I'd love it if you did.
Come on down.
Sadly, they put speed bumps in front of my house.
Yeah, did they?
And that was just to irritate me, I think, because they know I'm against speed bumps.
Right.
I've hit some really bad ones.
Yes.
They have really bad speed bumps out there, and there are good ones. But
there should be standard size, but it seems like they can do whatever they want to do.
Some are like a half circle, and those are really tough on the suspension.
They can be, yes.
All right.
We're getting some calls here. Let's go to Rita in La Crosse.
Same problem there, Rita.
Good afternoon.
Hi.
Hi.
I enjoy your show. I listen to you in the morning and the afternoon now, but I just want to suggest something for you to do this weekend, and that's to go see that movie Nuremberg.
Oh, sure. It
is excellent, and you have to see it and tell everyone you know to go see it.
All right. Is that at the movie theaters?
Yeah. Where did you see it?
Yeah, at Marcus.
Okay, and Marcus. Okay.
And it's a history lesson, and you'll be shocked, but you've got to see it.
All right.
Please go see it. And let me know when I listen to you on Sunday morning if you want to see it, okay?
Okay. All right.
All right.
I appreciate it.
Good job.
Yeah,
Rita, thank you very much.
Thank you, Rita.
Okay.
Yeah, there's another movie that I want to see. It's called Anniversary. I suppose it's just like what we're going through now with the Trump administration, the fascism that we're seeing. It's also in that movie called Anniversary. And I know it's going to be on Hulu someday. It was kind of meant to be on Hulu, but they're releasing it in the theaters just briefly anyway. And I do want to see that as well. So Nuremberg and Anniversary. So let's go to the phone lines again. We have Jesse. Jesse, what do you got?
Yeah, you guys are talking speeding tickets. I just wanted to share the last time I talked myself out of a speeding ticket. I was headed up north with my son, and all of this was true, but I just used a certain cadence and a bunch of keywords to talk to the officer.
Wow.
I said, I'm driving with my son to go up north to go fishing with my uncle in Minocqua.
Really?
Those are the key words that worked, right?
I swear to God, he's like, oh, okay, just keep her down a little bit.
Yeah, the sleeper agent awakened words.
And by the way, he pulled me over. They can tell how fast you're going when you're behind them. Just so you know.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, no, he slowed down and pulled me. He
really? Wow.
Oh yeah.
Thanks for the warning, Jesse. Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good to know. Thank you for sharing.
Okay.
That.
Well, Jesse, if you could just put that in a text so I remember all of the key words they need to have going
Can you do
up north. Okay.
That's great.
All right.
Thank you, Jesse.
That's terrific.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, I've been lucky. I haven't had a ticket since 1994. I mean, that's a long time not to have a speeding ticket. When was the last time you had a speeding ticket?
Oh, I had a speeding ticket.
A couple of years ago?
Out in your favorite stomping grounds near Baraboo.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Were you on Highway 12?
I was on Highway 12,
Yeah,
just
see, they'll
around
get you
Sauk.
there. You
Just
got-
around Sauk.
Yes.
Yeah, by the Quick Trip.
Mm-hmm.
That's how we identify where we are, by the.
Well, of course.
By the Quick Trip.
And it changes to like, I think it changes to like 50 miles per hour there. And I was going 60. I was 10 miles over, and they just tagged me. That was the first one I got in like 40 or 50 years. What the hell, right?
Right.
It's crazy. But anyway,
Back to the phones we go from
All right.
Spring Green. Mike, go ahead this afternoon.
I just tuned in, but it sounds kind of like you're giving tips on speeding and how to get out of things. Am I correct?
Yes.
Well, kind of.
Yeah. What do you got for us?
It's gotten there.
If you can make the cop laugh, you can get out of the ticket.
There you go.
Really?
One day saw a training film where in the film the driver had to go to his trunk to get his wallet, and the cops kind of got in position so they could see him. And when he came out with a gun, they just dropped him dead, right? So I got pulled over in Peru, Illinois, and my wallet was in fact in the trunk. And I went around to the trunk, and I noticed they both did that textbook move.
Yes.
And I looked over my shoulder. And said, "Hey, this is just like one of those training films, isn't it?" And the one guy started laughing, and that was it. They let me go.
Oh,
Wow.
well,
That's great.
that's a tough spot to be
So
in.
I've done it on other occasions too. I've gotten out of 2 tickets by making them laugh. So
Wow.
it helps.
All right.
Good to know, Mike. That's
You know,
we're
maybe
getting some helpful advice.
Mike, that's great.
Okay.
Yeah, thanks.
Appreciate that.
On
Yeah.
Spring Green, they're pretty tough out there. The cops.
yeah.
They really don't.
Well, they got to watch
Mess
out.
around.
They got to keep people slowing down by the House of the Rock and,
Yeah.
the American Players Theater,
Yeah.
all that.
Yeah, big town.
Yeah.
Um,
We got a great little golf course there at Spring Green, just a three-par course, but really nice.
now I'm thinking, did I get off of the 2 possible speeding tickets that I got stopped with just recently, maybe in the last year, before I got out of the census survey that I was taking? I would drive through Dane County and cover the entire Dane County area, and I'd perform surveys for the Census Bureau.
Right.
And I'd get stopped every once in a while, not very often, but I knew it was the end when I got 2 stops, and basically maybe I laughed. Maybe I made them laugh.
Okay.
Maybe
that's it.
Maybe I made it into a Curb Your Enthusiasm moment.
That's the key.
And that might be the key.
Did you flash your official U.S. Census badge or
I did.
something?
I
Did that
did.
help? Maybe.
Yes, it did. I think it did, because I was performing a service and I wasn't just cruising around trying to get in trouble by speeding. All right.
We got a text here.
Yeah. Well,
roll back.
somebody said that Rosendale is between Ripon and Fond du Lac.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Roll back up there a moment.
Up, down.
There we go.
There we
Yeah. Which way, whatever way. There we go. I fought my Rosendale speeding ticket. You have to go to the Fond du Lac court. The day I was there, about 65 people were there to fight their tickets. I was 3 miles an hour over.
Wow.
$75 got
no.
it knocked down to $43 because I showed up.
Yeah. And sometimes they knock off your points for that.
Yeah. If you
Anytime I've had to drive through Rosendale, I go the speed limit.
Good for
Exactly. And people start lining up behind me, and I'm like, I don't care. I don't want a ticket.
Well, good for you.
Well, they're probably going the same speed. Not so
No,
much
they-
lining up, is that everybody is kind of backing everybody else up too, because that's dangerous. You don't want to go through Rosendale.
The word is out.
They
Yeah.
finally fixed up. I think it's 151 up there, so it's through. It's through Fond du Lac now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you don't have to go through Rosendale anymore.
All right. Well, we're just getting going on this Friday afternoon. More of your speeding ticket stories, and we'll get to some headlines and much more on the afternoon edition of John and Gordy. Stay with us.
.7 WMDX Talk Radio with more bike lanes.
Black Friday? You mean like one day? How about Black Friday all month long at Burlow? During the entire month of November, you can save hundreds on mattresses and adjustable bases. Plus, save big on pillows, mattress protectors, and sheets. And just because you're saving big, we don't skimp on our lifetime comfort guarantee on every mattress that's made locally just for you. Mattress prices are falling a lot, and so is Maddie. It's the Black Friday event, only at Burlow.
It's family time at Chula Vista with the right kind of fun for everyone. Wisconsin's most complete resort experience. Easy going with scenic river walks, a relaxing spa, or going all out in 80,000 square feet of indoor water park and cross-country skiing, sledding, snowshoeing, all right here. Check it out at chulavistaresort.com.
Reserve your table for Chula Vista's Thanksgiving Grand Buffet with your family. Check it out at chulavistaresort.com.
Hey, honey, how was your day?
Yours?
Pretty good. Guess what? The boss asked me to find a place for the holiday party this year.
Oh, I know a place that'd be just
Yes, right here. We think so alike.
No,
we can
wait,
put some
wait.
text.
No, not
what?
our house. Sugar River Pizza.
You
you already told them they could be here, didn't you?
Yeah,
I'm
well-
sure you thought catering from Sugar River would be just fine.
Sure.
But yeah, but you've seen that huge room in the back of the Sugar River Pizza at their Sun Prairie location.
Yes.
It's ideal for a holiday party.
Well, yes.
Fabulous pizza, that pulled pork you love, pasta, soup, sandwiches.
Yeah.
Anyone can get exactly what they want.
And it's better than your meatloaf. Well,
Wait,
let me
wait,
call them.
What'd you just say? You said you like my meatloaf.
I did. No, Sugar River Pizza in Sun Prairie. That is a great idea. You're brilliant. Thanks, hon.
Plan your next office or holiday party with Sugar River Pizza in Sun Prairie. Get to sugarriverpizza.com/catering to book today.
What exactly is wrong with my meatloaf?
I like it. Most of the time,
Wait,
it's pretty
most
good.
of the time?
Well, most
Pretty good?
Kind of, yeah.
Listen, retirement is the long game. We can't play about our future or our finances. Let's put ourselves in the right position.
Start building your retirement plan at thisispretirement.org, brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
Not just headlines, insight, not just noise.
Yeah, darling, go make it happen. Take the world in a loving embrace. All of the guns are poison, exploded to space. I like smoking lightning.
You bet.
Heavy metal thunder.
This is John and Gordy in the afternoon, speeding our way through life.
That's it.
And Chris texted us, Mr. Goody Two Shoes. There's always one in the crowd, you know. Another way to avoid speeding tickets is to not speed. I know, it seems crazy.
Oh, thanks,
Yeah,
Chris
okay.
Casper.
Chris, we'll
Good idea. Good advice. of
Yes,
course.
that's really good advice, but not for us.
We've got another Chris on the phone
Yes.
right now, calling from Madison. Good afternoon, Chris. What do you got for us?
Well, good afternoon, Jonathan and Gordy. How are you this fine decade?
We're doing fine.
We're just great.
Now, we've been told that you're an old friend of ours.
Yes.
Is that right?
Well, somebody used to call me Chris the Bear fan from hell decades ago.
You know what? That's what I thought. Yeah,
Really?
It's Chris the Bear fan from hell.
We're going way back.
I couldn't shake this guy no matter what station I worked at.
Well, you're the one that gave me the nickname, but you know.
Yeah.
So here's what I do to stay out of speeding tickets.
Okay. All right.
I may have worked for the Wisconsin Department of Transportation for a long time, and I may have done some work for the State Patrol, and I may have a polo that's State Patrol, and I may wear it when I go on the highways in case I get pulled over.
Oh, wow.
You have a what?
Nice.
What?
Yeah, you know, they kind of look at it and go, "Oh, okay, slow down, please."
Yeah. Now, where do you put that?
I wear it.
Yeah, really, you don't just have it there and show it, you know. All right.
Hanging out the window,
Yeah.
kind of like a $20
That
bill
is-
in Chicago.
Boy, that's a great idea. You know, I mean, that's it right there. Wow.
Very good.
You still following the Bears, or did you give up and go to the Packers finally?
What do you think? I had a lobotomy, John? God.
Yeah.
You know, I'm still cheering for the Bears.
I know.
Can't give it up.
You know, I am kind of too. You know, it's great that they're doing pretty well this year.
Yeah, they're having a great season.
Yeah, number one in the division. So that's great. Yeah.
At least this week, yeah, that's what you do.
Okay.
One game at a time.
All right,
Chris.
Well, that's great. It's really good hearing from you.
Yeah.
Good hearing from you too.
All right.
I didn't catch the show in the morning, but now you're in the afternoon. I sometimes can find you.
Well, that's what our guests say.
Yeah.
When they don't want to show up. All right.
Thank you, Chris.
Thanks, Chris.
Our number is 855-752-4842.
Yeah.
Back to the phones. Pete is calling from Door County. Good afternoon, Pete. Go ahead.
Dane County.
Oh, I'm sorry.
yeah,
Dane County. Yeah. Got my glasses fixed.
I've been to Door County, but I'm a Madison guy.
Yeah.
That's okay.
So many years ago, in a prior life, I worked for the cops in Sun Prairie.
Yeah.
And I'm working third shift one time, minding my own business, just trying to get 7 o'clock to roll around.
Yeah.
And I pulled the car over for speeding.
Mhm.
And I was listening to the Sun Prairie radio station, 92.1, I think it was.
Yeah, well, that would be us.
Mm-hmm.
And I gave the guy a warning. And the next thing I know, Jailhouse Rock comes screaming on 92.1. It was the incoming DJ, and for some reason, I think it might have been Gordy, if he remembers that.
I don't remember that, but I don't doubt it.
It probably was.
Yes.
He said, I thought I was dead when I saw that car swooping out of the fog. I just gave him a warning. So I called into the station right away and said, John, just for your information, the ticket would have been.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a long time ago.
Yeah,
man.
we had great times out there in Sun Prairie. Yeah.
Pete. Yeah.
But I go back to WYXC when they were in the Wisconsin Cheeseman building.
Oh, yeah. That was a long time ago before I got there.
Yeah.
Incredible. Wow.
That's how old I am. All right. Keep up the good work, guys.
All right. Pete,
Well,
thank you
thanks,
very
mate.
much for that.
Yeah.
Boy,
I think Sly was out there at the time, and
Really?
Gabby Parsons was out there at that point.
Pat Gallagher?
I don't know.
Was he there?
No, he was in.
I don't know.
In our iteration
Oh, okay.
when we were there.
Oh, okay. Whatever happened to those guys? Okay.
Paul Marzalak.
Oh, yeah.
Remember that?
Remember Paul?
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of great people
We kicked
there.
him out.
Well,
he did the
these
morning.
things
We
happen.
said, "See you later, Paul."
Okay. Let's see.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Well, anyway, we're declaring it. What kind of driver day today here? And
Safe driver day?
Yes,
Or,
it's safe driver day now.
Be safe now.
Yes,
and
that's right.
Drive the speed limit day.
Do your best.
All right.
Best.
We're gonna.
I gotta say, I mean, I'm usually at least 5 miles per hour over the limit, pretty much all the time. And I know you do. I know
Same
you.
here. No, same here.
Sometimes 10 miles.
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes a little more. Yeah.
So
It's just the way it goes. So, but been pretty lucky talking my way out of them.
It seems like the people you've talked to remember.
I know. But I think that other caller had it right. Make the cop laugh somehow.
Yeah.
It's a good way to do it.
All right.
Okay.
Well, I'm putting together a whole list of jokes.
Have them with you.
So when I roll down the window, I'm just going to rattle off a whole bunch of jokes.
Just don't keep the list in your trunk.
No.
Yes, that's right.
Keep it in your glove
That's right.
box. You could do
Wow,
that.
I did not know that. Wow. All right.
Okay.
Well, you want to give the phone number?
Yeah, 855-752-4842. You can also text us on the Civic Media app, free to download and free to use. So lines are open. Give us a call.
Yeah.
We're going to take a quick break here, and then we'll be back with more of the afternoon edition of John and Gordy on the Civic Media Radio Network.
Slow riding woman, you're so fine.
92.7 WMDX, smarter than your GPS on John Nolan Drive. Your neighbors are talking. Leaders are deciding. Madison's story unfolds daily on 92.7 WMDX.
With global demand and pricing in motion, dairy market watchers are keeping a close eye on current signals. I'm Charity Seebecker for the Midwest Farm Report, and I'll have more on that right after this.
No one should have to navigate herd health alone. Luckily, you don't have to. A successful operation requires teamwork. Visit bio-vet.com and let us help identify key challenges and offer expert solutions unique to your situation. We evaluate your full herd health plan and make economical recommendations to your operation. Learn more about our team and products for herd health at bio-vet.com.
Innovation, that's BioVet.
With market dynamics changing as exports and prices are continuing to evolve, Matt Tranel, Senior Dairy Market Analyst with EverEgg, breaks down what's shaping that outlook.
Butter exports were also fantastic. Butter exports were up 190% year over year at 17.7 million pounds. That was down slightly from July, but still fantastic butter export numbers. And I think butter is still a product that we still hold a pretty large price advantage. We're trading at about $1.48 after today's spot market.
Once again, that was Senior Dairy Market Analyst Matt Tranel with EverEgg along with us. I'll have more news right after this.
Farming has no set hours, no weekends off. The work can feel endless, but wrapping up that last acre makes it all worth it. At Rank Seed, we get it. We know the pain and joy of farming because our family's been doing it since 1846. Our seed will work as hard as you do. We think you'll crack a smile when the combine rolls. Rank Seed. Results since 1846.
I'm Charity Seebecker for the Midwest Farm Report with a look at your agribusiness news. The Wisconsin Farm Bureau Federation Promotion and Education Committee will be hosting its Cultivate and Connect conference on February 21st at the Best Western Bridgewood Resort in Neenah. The event is designed as a one-day training and networking experience for Farm Bureau members and agricultural leaders. It'll offer some simple tools that support local outreach and help strengthen agriculture across the state. Registration is only $80 and includes training, refreshments, and lunch. You can find more details about the conference and register at WFBF.com. You can also find more information at MidwestFarmReport.com. While you're there, be sure to sign up for our e-newsletter as you'll receive new agriculture stories delivered to your inbox every day. For the Midwest Farm Report, I'm Charity Seebecker.
From the capital to your kitchen table, Madison's biggest stories live right here on 92.7 WMDX.
I'm meteorologist Rodney Price. A partly sunny Friday afternoon, light northwest winds with highs topping out in the mid-40s. Tonight, evening clouds move out, skies becoming clear, lows in the mid-20s. On Saturday, a mostly sunny sky anticipated with a high near 50. Currently 44 degrees.
For 75 years, the Muscular Dystrophy Association's voices have thundered through the halls of Congress.
For 75 years, we've willed the impossible into existence.
For 75 years, the MDA community has pushed the science,
shifted the narrative, and established the field of neuromuscular medicine.
And until that day, when this is all a thing of the past,
you couldn't stop us if you tried.
Join us and celebrate 75 years of breakthroughs at MDA75.org.
Join me, Tom Hartman, each and every weekday from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. for the Tom Hartman program right here on Civic Media. I talk about the issues that all Wisconsinites can get behind, from unrigging our economy so it works for all of us, not just the billionaire class, to improving our representative government, to delivering on the promise of we the people. Tune in middays right here on your local Civic Media station from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. for the Tom Hartman program.
it seems like our lives, as we get older, it turns into a Curb Your Enthusiasm moment almost every day. There's something that happens.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah. Well, I've been going through that myself.
Yeah.
I know you.
It happens all the time to me. I don't know why.
I've
Maybe
been,
I just make it happen.
About 4 weeks ago, I moved from the far west side of Madison.
That's right. Yes.
To the far east side of Madison.
Mm-hmm.
And before I moved, I put in a change of address form online. You know, you can do it all online. I did it about a week before I moved.
You're a high-tech guy. That's fine.
Yes, I'm a high-tech guy. Then I move, and I'm waiting for the mail to, so I figure, okay, this takes a little while, apparently. I went back to the old place a couple of times.
I'm sending you cards all the time.
I know. Where's
to the east side neighborhood?
Yes.
I'm on the west side, but I'm just sending them cards.
Right. Little postcards, little happy
on
cards,
your side of town.
little Hallmark cards, but I'm not getting any of those. So I go back to the west side and pick up my mail at the old place, after a week or two. I did that a couple of times. And I go, okay, what's the problem? I went back online and I did it again. Still nothing.
Wow.
This is going on now. So I went to the old post office and I said, I told them the problem. I moved to the east side. Here's my new address. I don't know why it's not going there, but where is it going? They said, okay, we'll check it out. Yeah, there's a little mix up, but we got it covered. But you do have to go to the new post office now and make sure they got it. So I went over to the new post office
and that
sure
took care of it. Thank God they finally solved the problem.
No. In fact, the very nice person at the counter took all the information down, wrote it out, He said, write your old address, write your new. I did it again, gave it to them. This is about a week and a half ago. I'm still getting mail at the old place. I'm getting no mail at the new place. It's way on the other side of town.
Have you tried making them laugh?
Maybe that's it. But if there are any postal workers out there, give me some advice. What am I supposed to do? I've done it, countless. I've done it twice online and twice at each post office.
Obviously, they don't want you to move.
I guess not. I don't know what the problem
your friends from New Orleans, who were your old neighbors, they're probably preventing the mail from being switched over.
Maybe you think so? They want me to move back? I don't think that's happening. Well, again, if you have any advice, give me a call or, text us 855-752-4842 or use the Civic Media app to jump on the text.
All right.
Yeah, I know. It's what are you going to do? I don't know.
Well, you tried, right? You did try.
I did try.
All right.
In fact, I even put I put my name on the new mailbox, clearly. And I talked to the postal worker that came by there and delivering the mail.
See?
And I said, look, I don't know what
they don't even know about it.
They're just looking like, oh, well, you got to go to the post office. Okay, I'll go back again, I guess.
Well, no one likes you on the east side.
That must be
I told you, don't go to the east side, whatever you do. But
well, finding that out.
There's no invite over there, pal.
Apparently not.
All right.
A little rough.
Trump is taking back what he said to the Democrats.
Oh, did he? Is he nicer today?
Let me ask you, is there a way to take back what he said to the Democrats? Is there any way to take that back and say, I didn't mean what I said?
Really? That death threat?
The death threat.
Take it back. Okay.
I didn't know that he had done so many messages on social media. On Truth Social, he said it's called seditious behavior at the highest level. Yeah. All right. And then he went over to Twitter and he says, each one of these traitors to our country should be arrested and put on trial. Their words cannot be allowed to stand. We won't have a country anymore.
Whoa.
And I'm thinking if we didn't do what Trump said or believe anything he said or called everything he said a lie, because they are, we'd be a much better off country.
You think so?
It's just an assumption that I'm making at this point.
Well.
And then, of course, he can't stop doing. Oh, what the hell?
Is that your wife calling?
Hey, you got to stop this now,
Well, while you're taking that call, let's
why I'm taking the call. Hello.
We got a call from my neighbors on the west side.
Oh,
maybe they have an update on my mailbox situation.
Maybe they've read all your mail.
Hey there.
Hey, Gordy.
How you doing?
John?
Hey.
Well, good, but we're in New Orleans, so I have you cannot blame me for a thing. But I have to tell you something. I have chased our mailman down a few times.
Oh, really?
On the west side, because I was positive I had something that he had. So, he went through his truck and he did find it. But we're in New Orleans, and I'll tell you something. We have to find our mailman around here. So it's like, it's like good luck if we get the mail here. So, but I don't know what they got against you there on the corner. I know that I know that the people that own the house came and knocked down all of your lovely plantings. I think
I
they're
know
called thistleweed.
Well, they
thistleweed.
Yeah, they took it all down.
His favorite thistleweed.
You kind of grew all this stuff around your house, so nobody could even come to your door. It was like,
well, I'm not really a gardener.
So I think the mailman
was a little overgrown
because you had this big giant thistleweed right there. So
maybe
he might have been a little fearful of that.
Yeah, you could be right, Mary Lou.
Every time I left his house, I got burrs on my side.
All right.
So anyway, it's beautiful here. I'm sorry we're not there, but if I get back there sometime and I see the mailman, I'll say, "Where's your mail?"
Okay.
Right?
Can you just give me the name of that coffee shop down there? It's like Starbucks, but it's all over the place down there in New Orleans.
There's Pete's. There's Pete's Coffee.
Pete's is the best. They have the best cappuccino. Honestly,
really,
they really
Pete's,
do.
Yeah. We had a professor up at the University in Madison that used to have Pete's ship them coffee.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Maybe you ought to talk to your Costco connection. Maybe they could hook you up with some Pete's.
I live at Costco. At least that's what I.
Should I buy you the Pete's down here? It's in the Costco here.
Yes, definitely. A nice dark roast if you can, whatever it is. All right.
Okay, Mary.
I'm making some crawfish bread for you.
Oh, I love that. Yes,
man.
yes, indeed.
Yeah.
All right.
Stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, good to hear from you.
All right.
Have fun in New Orleans.
Well,
Thanks, Mary Lou.
We're working, but it's good. All right, take care.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Now, that was interesting because she apparently chased down the mailman. Said, you have a package of mine.
And he had to look through his truck.
And went through his truck. Wow.
Yeah.
Well, we're serious about our mail here in Madison, the capital city of Wisconsin.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to Dick right away here.
Okay. Good afternoon, Dick. Go ahead.
I think Trump will make a mean comeback today with the mayor of New York.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He'll do something crazy. But to your mail problem, Louis DeJoy.
Just say that name over and over. Yes.
Yeah, he's still there, isn't he?
Yeah, he is.
How did that happen?
They just didn't. They didn't. You know what? He changed his way.
Oh, really?
He started, playing up to Biden, and did some good things. So
okay. Well, you're right. You're probably right.
I think that's what it is.
Yeah, that's what I think.
Have a good weekend.
Okay, thank you, Dick.
Yeah, thanks, Dick.
All right.
So,
Louis DeJoy.
Louis DeJoy. You blame him.
Yeah.
Let's go to CJ right now. CJ, what do you got for us?
Well, listening to you guys talk about another successful program of the U.S. Post Office.
Well, and it's in the Constitution, CJ. You believe in the Constitution, don't you?
I do, but I like test scores. I'd like them to be a little more successful. Hey, did you hear that the president is meeting with the communist, socialist, Marxist, extremists?
Yes.
Yeah, and he said he was going to have a very nice meeting.
Mayor of our largest U.S. city.
Yes.
That's pretty amazing, isn't it, that he's willing to meet with him?
I think what a great person. Wow, that Trump really has changed his ways from telling all these Democrats are going to die and he's going to kill them and execute them from, hosting Mamdani.
Well, the seditious things that they said, don't listen to your commander in chief.
No, they said don't listen to illegal.
Is they're claiming
Well, we went through that with Jim Santel, our attorney.
Yeah, I heard it. So
There
Jim
were a
never
bunch of things
cited
that were
a
illegal.
statute.
Yes, but they have to go through
Jim never
courts.
cited a statute.
Yes, he did. Yes,
No,
and
what was it?
I don't know.
Have it in front.
What do you think?
Yeah,
I'm an
because
attorney?
He never did. I mean, you guys.
No,
come
he
on.
did. He mentioned about 3 or 4 things that that Trump is doing that.
Okay.
Let me see here.
Who's on the line here?
There's something.
What is there?
For some reason, I can't get my. I can't get. What is it?
You can't turn off the ringer?
Yeah, I can't turn off the
What
audio.
is the problem? No.
Well,
No,
you
Jim
guys
did
usually
cite
mute me very well.
Yeah.
And never let me respond. So this is great. So I get to talk to you actually.
Well,
have a discussion.
Actually, that call is from the other MAGA that I have in Milwaukee. So you guys got to leave me alone.
All right,
So
CJ.
let's talk statistics.
What do you mean?
How about the Venezuelan thing? How long do you think before Donald Trump takes out Maduro?
I don't care
scary.
right now. But thanks for calling, CJ. We're going to move on to something else here. And I just want to mention, too, that the great thing is that Trump has backed off a lot of the tariffs on Brazil now.
Oh, really?
So the coffee beans will come back down in price.
Oh, thank God.
And so we can all live much energized lives like we were used to,
again.
drinking a lot of coffee.
Good deal.
Yeah.
It's great. Let's hear from Jean in Eau Claire. Good afternoon, Jean. Go ahead.
Well, good afternoon, guys. You are very entertaining. First time I've heard you today.
Oh.
Thank you.
Oh, and then my buddy there calling in. I don't know. I think he needs to get his ears tested so he can hear exactly what's being said so he doesn't get so confused.
Yes.
Because I did hear threats, and he even had them in writing. I mean, this criminal in chief, give me a break. He shouldn't even be sitting in there. But anyway, guardian of predators or pedophiles is the new GOP. I've been independent my entire life. And let me tell you one thing. I've never seen the behaviors that I've seen from this administration and all of the people with the R after their name. Just pathetic. Thanks, guys, and keep up the great work.
All right.
Well, thank you.
It's good hearing from you,
Thank you,
Jean.
Jean.
Thank
Bye.
you. Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
That was nice.
There in Eau Claire, yes. Yeah.
Okay.
We got 2 related stories that we're going to get to, and that is one, neo-Nazi propaganda is being aimed at children. This is from a report from Tennessee, just amazing stuff. And of course, the swastika for the National Guard, that story blew up, and no one knows what to even think about it anymore. Boy, this administration is something else.
And watching some video of Mamdani in the Oval Office there with Donald Trump.
Trump doesn't look happy at all.
No, he doesn't look happy, but he's kind of grumpy these days. We'll be back with more of your phone calls, 855-752-4842, and more of John and Gordy in the afternoon after this.
Go to the Congo and Rwanda. That
Right now,
was
this is the
10
audio
million
from
people dead.
the White House's live
We
stream.
worked something
If you
out
guys
on that,
want to
but
take
so
it at all, we
many.
can. It's
The
up
one
to you.
I thought would have been, for me, because I have a very good relationship with President Putin, I thought that would have been maybe quicker. But it does take 2
I'll
to
leave it
tango.
running in case you want to go.
And now you just see all the
Should I
death.
keep playing it right now?
And
while
you
we're on the
know,
break?
it doesn't affect us other than the fact that we don't want to see all those people.
We'll see how
that really is on
badly
the
he
other side of the
wanders
ocean. It's a war that should have never happened. It did happen. I blame the person also sitting right behind this desk. This is a war that should have never happened, and it wouldn't have happened if I were president. But we're trying to save a lot of lives. They're losing 25. Think of that, 25,000 lives over the last short period of time. That's Ukrainian and Russian, and it's a shame.
What happened this President? I want to ask the mayor-elect about a House resolution just passed overwhelmingly to condemn socialism, including with 86 Democrats, all of House Dem leadership, and the minority leader, Hakeem Jeffries, despite his endorsement of you. What's your reaction to that?
I have to be honest with you, I focused very little on resolutions. Frankly, I've been focusing.
Condemn socialism.
I understand. I think the focus is on the work at hand. I can tell you I am someone who is a democratic socialist. I've been very open about that. And I know there might be differences about ideology, but the place of agreement is the work that needs to be done to make New York City affordable. That's what I look forward to.
And I want to clarify your answer to Stephen Nelson. He asked about your comment calling the president a fascist. And your answer was, both President Trump and I have been clear about our positions and our views. Are you affirming that you think President Trump is a fascist?
I've spoken about.
That's okay. You can just say yes. Okay. It's easier. It's easier than explaining it. I don't mind.
And Mr. President, I wanted to ask you also about this Ukraine plan.
Yeah.
President Zelensky said today that his country would risk either giving up a partner or giving up its dignity. There's been criticism that this deal proposal.
He doesn't like it?
It's unclear. He was sort of tenuous about
He'll
it.
have to like it. And if he doesn't like it, then, they should just keep fighting, I guess.
The suggestion that he made, though, was that if he doesn't accept it, that the U.S. would pull back its support for Ukraine. Is that
Well, at some
accurate?
point, he's going to have to accept something. He hasn't accepted. You remember right in the Oval Office not so long ago, I said, you don't have the cards. Don't forget, I inherited this war. This war never would have happened. I inherited this war. And I thought he should have made a deal a year ago, 2 years ago. The ultimate deal would have been if it never started. That would have been the good deal. That could have been done too if you had the right president, but you didn't have the right president.
Mr. President.
It's John and Gordy in the afternoon.
That is, of course, New York City's new theme song, the Soviet national anthem.
There you go.
Didn't know they had adopted that.
Yes. Yeah, we were just checking out what was happening in the Oval Office. Just an amazing question from one of the reporters. Asked,
Mamdani is there.
Asked Zoran, you were asked a question about maybe calling Trump a fascist.
Yeah.
And do you believe that he is a fascist? And Zoran is
sitting right there,
standing right behind him. and
he started to answer.
You want to listen to it?
Do you have that part?
Do we have that?
Okay,
yeah, let's listen. Here we go.
Your answer to Stephen Nelson, he asked about your comment calling the president a fascist. And your answer was, both President Trump and I have been clear about our positions and our views. Are you affirming that you think President Trump is a fascist?
I've spoken about.
That's okay. You can just say yes. Okay. It's easier. It's easier than explaining it. I don't mind.
And Mr. President, I wanted to ask.
There you go. That's it. I don't mind. Go ahead. Call me a fascist.
Give him a little pat on the arm and smile up at him.
Yeah.
That is just amazing. Could you see that?
Yeah, we gotta save that one.
He's sitting in the desk.
Man, that is absolutely classic.
Yeah, keep that one. Man,
I mean, this is after making Antifa a terrorist organization. Right?
Mm-hmm.
They fight fascism, and then Trump just said, "Yeah, you can call me a fascist." Go ahead.
Well, they seem very cordial with each other.
I know they seem happy with each other, don't they?
Everybody's fine.
You know why?
Why?
Because Zoran is like that.
He's a nice guy.
Everybody just loves him.
Okay.
With a name like Mondani, you gotta love him.
I guess so. Yeah. All right.
I mean, he is kind of like a huggable teddy bear.
Oh, he's very likable.
Yeah.
Yes. And, he wants to just focus on the problems of New York City.
Not name calling, not attacking anybody else, just solve the problem.
Go after the problems of affordability of housing and everything else.
But that's pretty much the way Democrats are, right? I mean, the left is like that. We want to help. We want to make life better for people, right?
Right.
So, it just fits the role. That's all.
Okay.
I just want to mention here that the lawmakers in Congress left town without doing anything about health care. The ACA subsidies.
Yeah.
Now they face expiration and they're gone. So now they're going to come back in December again and see what happens. But that this is going to be a big problem. I'll tell you what, could you queue up 155 there? Cut 155. The Republicans are demanding changes to the Affordable Care Act. They may extend the tax credits for a year, but only if we acquiesce and give them probably health savings accounts, and the money will go straight into the health savings account in a year. And I don't think anybody's going to agree to that, but let's listen.
Lawmakers on Capitol Hill have left Washington for the Thanksgiving holiday without taking any action to fix the rising cost of health care or address expiring Affordable Care Act subsidies. When senators return in December, they're expected to take a vote during the first half of the month on extending those subsidies, but it's not clear that vote will succeed. Over in the House of Representatives, there's no guarantee a vote will take place to extend the credits at all.
That's right.
As even some moderate Republicans have called for changes to the law to earn their support for an extension.
I wouldn't sign it, just a plain extension. They're going to have to. Hakeem Jeffries can't do my way or the highway on this thing. This thing got passed without a single Republican vote to begin with.
As the expiration of the subsidies inches closer, along with the 2026 midterm elections, some Republicans are sounding the alarm on Capitol Hill. Republican Congressman Byron Donalds is running for governor of Florida next year with President Trump's endorsement.
I think Republicans need to have a healthcare strategy and not just say that Obamacare is broken, although it's very broken. And that's what's causing some of the affordability crisis hurting the American people are Democrat policies like healthcare policies. So we have some room to work on that as well.
Recent polls showing Democrats may enjoy a significant advantage in next year's elections. According to an NPR PBS Marist poll earlier this week, Democrats are favored on the generic ballot by 14 points among registered voters, their best numbers in 3 years. 57% of the respondents to that poll saying they believe that lowering prices should be the Trump administration's top priority ahead of next year. It's not clear if the issue of affordable health care will be addressed in December, as Republican lawmakers debate the best path forward to bring costs down.
All right, there you go. I really think, and they're blaming Obamacare, the ACA, for the higher prices for healthcare instead of blaming the insurance companies and the drug companies and everybody else who've raised the prices of their products and their services. And that's what's really raising the prices. And for some reason, if they get away with it, if the Republicans get away with blaming the ACA for the price increase and not the medical industry and the drug dealers out there, then we're lost. We're absolutely lost. And again, the Democrats have to get on board, talk about universal health care coverage, because this is the opening that we were looking for. When they see this is going to open everything wide open.
Well, and the Republicans promised to bring it all up, when they get back from Thanksgiving vacation and in January, bring it to the floor and present their plan fully to everybody.
That's right.
So we'll have a chance.
And then we can compare how prices were before the Affordable Care Act and prices now. And we'll see if there's a difference in the escalation of the cost of health care or the number of people who can't afford health care anymore.
Yeah. Got to take care of it. I mean, it can't go on like this. The system's broken and it's going to skyrocket the costs.
What they're going to
do, everybody.
What they're going to do is they're going to propose putting the Affordable Care, the tax credits, into these health savings accounts.
Oh man,
that will be a total disaster. The insurance companies will leave the marketplace.
Yeah, didn't work before. It's not going to work again. Okay. Let's see. We've got news and the sports and weather update. Then we're back with more of the afternoon edition of John and Gordy on the Civic Media Radio Network. Stay with us.
This is 92.7 WMDX Columbus, Madison's real news and great conversation. A Civic Media station. WMDXradio.com.
ABC News, I'm Michelle Franzen. New York City Mayor-elect Zoran Mandami, whose campaign on affordability issues helped lead him to a historic victory in the New York City area, is meeting with President Trump at the White House. The president has dialed back criticism of the self-described socialist Democrat, but ABC's Karen Travers says this meeting is not being made public.
The one big thing that we're looking for, of course, was the president's threat to withhold federal funding for New York City. And the White House was asked about that yesterday, and Caroline Leavitt would not commit to removing that threat or that the president would go through with it. She said, we'll see how this meeting goes and we'll let the president speak for himself.
The Indiana homeowner charged in the fatal shooting of a cleaning woman who accidentally went to the wrong home earlier this month was in court. Kurt Anderson's bond set at $25,000. The judge says he must also surrender all firearms until the case is over. On Wall Street, stocks are on a rally in the final day of trading for the week. Investors bargain hunting. This is ABC News.
Local news, real voices, and conversations that count. That's Madison. And that's 92.7 WMDX.
For 92.7 WMDX News, I'm Savannah Tomei Olson. Police have arrested two brothers they say are connected to two separate Madison homicides from 8 and 9 years ago. They haven't released many details, but we know there was a whole tactical operation to arrest one of those brothers. Early yesterday morning, Madison police took 34-year-old Jordan Charlo into custody on the far north side. He's now charged with 3 counts of first-degree intentional homicide, being party to a crime. A couple hours later, some homes and schools in Columbia County had to shelter in place while authorities moved to apprehend his younger brother, 33-year-old Justin Charlo. That's according to the State Journal. They took him into custody and lifted those shelter-in-place orders about an hour later. The second Charlo is tentatively charged with 1 count of first-degree intentional homicide, party to a crime. Madison police say they'll soon release more information about those 2 homicides. And an update to a story we brought you on Monday. Police have made an arrest in a shooting near a Taco Bell on Madison's west side. Sunday night, dispatchers got a 911 call from Whitney Way. Authorities took a shooting victim to the hospital. Madison police have now arrested someone for the shooting. The victim is expected to be okay. And football teams, families, and fans are here in Madison this weekend for the state football championships. Here's Civic Media Sports Director Jimmy Kuska.
Today is the final day of the state football championships at Camp Randall Stadium in Madison. The 3 title games today are Grafton versus Reedsburg in D3, Notre Dame against West De Pere in Division 2 in a matchup of undefeated squads, and Bayport taking on Arrowhead in D1. Yesterday's winners were Kenosha St. Joseph in D7, Darlington in D6, Mayville in D5, and Winneconne in D4. You can find more information such as TV or streaming broadcasts and live stats at WIAAWI.org.
That's Jimmy Kuska reporting. I'm Savannah Tomei Olson. You're listening to 92.7 WMDX News.
An NFC North showdown awaits the Packers this Sunday. Filling in for Mike Clemens, I'm Jimmy Kuska with Civic Media Sports. When the Packers take on the Vikings Sunday, it'll be the first of 5 divisional matchups for Green Bay the rest of the season. Quarterback Jordan Love on the importance of these late season games.
Definitely. I think you look at the teams in our division, everybody's in it. Everybody's kind of got similar records. And obviously, like you said, we'll be playing everybody here at the back half. So definitely some games we're going to have to go out there and win. But like you said, the NFC North is wide open. And we got to take advantage of these games, go out there and go win it. But yeah, it's like you said, it's an interesting schedule.
Kickoff is at noon on Sunday at Lambeau Field. Also, the Packers game against the Bears on December 7 was flexed from noon to 3:25 in the afternoon. Today is the final day of the state high school football championships with divisions 3 through 1 in action. The games are at Camp Randall Stadium in Madison. You can find more information on the matchups at WIAAWI.org. I'm Jimmy Kuska for Civic Media Sports.
Your neighbors are talking. Leaders are deciding. Madison's story unfolds daily on 92.7 WMDX.
I'm meteorologist Rodney Price. A partly sunny Friday afternoon, light northwest winds with highs topping out in the mid-40s. Tonight, evening clouds move out, skies becoming clear, lows in the mid-20s. On Saturday, a mostly sunny sky anticipated with a high near 50. Right now, it's 43.
In sitcoms, when someone has a problem, they just blurt it out and move on.
Well, I lost my job and my parakeet is missing.
How was your day?
But the real world is different. Managing life's challenges can be overwhelming. So, what do? We get support. The Huntsman Mental Health Institute and the Ad Council have mental health resources available for you at loveyourmindtoday.org. That's loveyourmindtoday.org. See how much further you can go when you take care of your mental health.
Hey there, Wisconsin. Tom Hartman here. Democracy is not a spectator sport, so join me each and every weekday right here on Civic Media for the Tom Hartman program from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Covering the news of the day and sharing ways for you to get off the sidelines and get active in your community, because change starts with you. Get involved and tune in to the Tom Hartman program Monday through Friday from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. right here on your local Civic Media radio station.
Rational Revolution with Mark Becker.
I can't say we've had a good morning. Oh, but baby, it's been a great afternoon. Yes, sir.
John and Gordy in the afternoon on the Civic Media Radio Network.
It's a cloudy day in downtown Madison.
Yes.
We're broadcasting from our home studios here at WMDX headquarters here, and looking cloudy and cool out there. Supposed to be a nice weekend across most of Wisconsin, and should be okay here for Saturday and Sunday. Our phones are back open again, 855-752-4842.
Now, we just received a really pleasant call from Gene in Eau Claire.
Right.
And CJ had a comment about that pleasant call. He said, Gene can make any catastrophic event sound like a Disney movie. Well, are we the catastrophic event?
Maybe.
I think so.
Possibly.
But I'll take that as a compliment.
Yeah.
And then Brett out in Brown Deer said, tell CJ I'll give him easy lessons on how to Google things. Then we won't have to. Then he won't have to ask everyone to prove everything to him. So,
okay.
Yeah.
See, CJ, you're getting some free advice there from some
I'm
of
gonna
the
have
other
to clean
listeners.
off my glass lenses. I'm having trouble.
Well, the screen's a
I
little
can't see
far
anything.
away.
And the thing is, my glasses keep sliding down my nose.
Well, what's the
just
problem?
bother? I don't know. I
See
just
an
got these damn
optometrist?
glasses.
Yeah, it's a problem.
Well,
Okay.
yeah, I don't know.
It'll be okay.
Anyway, and then Steve says, I'm prior military, and if an unlawful order came down from Trump, I would refuse it and suffer the consequences later. So that is, that's a point of view from somebody who has been in the military. And you hear something from CJ who would just, follow orders left and right, believe everything this lying guy says. Lying guy. See, I was being kind. I didn't come up with some kind of nickname like, Fat Slob or Orange Blob or something like that. I'm not going to go that route. I'm not going to get, I'm not going to go low.
Yeah. I noticed you're the kinder, gentler John Peterson in the afternoon. You toned it down a little bit.
Here's the thing. I have a problem remembering nicknames like that. Really bad, negative nicknames. I can't remember them.
Yeah.
So I pretend as though I'm above all that.
Well, that's one way to go, I guess.
Yeah.
Hey, look who's in the studio there. Catherine Lake.
Hey.
Good afternoon there, Catherine.
Hi.
Okay, you all right?
It's the end of the day on Friday before the week of Thanksgiving. I'm getting a little senioritis. I'm feeling a little out. Did you already talk about turkeys and all that? Are you?
Did you go to Costco and get the 99-cent pound?
I was thinking about going to
turkeys?
the Aldi 77-cent one that you talked about.
I don't know if they have those
all right,
anymore.
okay.
So definitely.
How do you cook your turkey, John? John, just ask John that. I mean, how do you cook your turkey? That's a thing.
Are you in charge on Thanksgiving Day?
Actually, I cook them in a bag. Now
You're
that's
the
kind
bag
of weird. Yes, I know. I used to cook it just regular and baste it all the time. But the bag works wonders. It's just the best way to do it.
The need to baste.
Yes.
Is it a
It avoids
plastic
that.
bag?
Yeah. It's I can't remember what they're called, but
plastic seems wrong. I want plastic
no,
out of my life.
it's not.
I don't want to bake
It's
my
not
turkey
something
in a
that
big
melts on.
plastic- Right, it's just
no, it
melts
doesn't
in.
melt
It's a butter
onto the
bag.
skin.
It shouldn't. Not supposed to. Yeah.
But I can't remember what the name is. If somebody could just text us what the name of those bags are that you use in the oven.
Mylar, maybe?
Mm,
Like
no.
the balloon
No.
material?
No.
They're nylon.
They're nylon, according to Aaron.
Nylon.
But the thing is, they don't call
sounds
them
headphones.
tasty.
If you're gonna,
They don't
They
call.
just
They don't
call
call
it an
them
oven bag.
You
yeah,
what?
it's an oven bag.
It's just called an oven bag. It
An
looks like.
oven
But
bag.
there's also a brining bag. That's different though.
Now, I did that. I
Okay.
brined once. I've got a story that is so long and hilarious that I'll save for another
Well, we
time.
got all afternoon.
No, you
Sit down.
don't. You do not have time for this story.
Well, we have a few holiday shows we need to fill.
That's what I'm talking about.
Okay.
That's what I'll help you
All
with.
right, that sounds good.
Anyway, I just wanted to say happy holidays to you.
Oh, well, thank you
While you're
so
here,
much.
We do have another vote on YouTube. Sky is the limit. Commenting, yes, I also use a bag.
Okay.
Yes.
The bag is the way.
Yes, it's just very easy to use.
And Dana from Lacrosse says Reynolds oven bags.
Yes.
There it is.
That's it.
Reynolds.
Okay.
Because
Yep, the
Reynolds
oven
wrap
bag.
is foil. So I bet it's some kind of
Okay.
No, it's not.
foilish nylon-y
It's
plug.
not foil.
I'm just gonna make it. I'm gonna say it until your head explodes.
Stop it. And Brett from Brown Deer says, how do you keep the bag from sticking to the bird? I had that problem when I used the bags.
Oh.
So
see?
what do you do with
Well,
that?
what you do is you put a
I
little
don't know.
flour in the bag, shake it around, and that kind of coats the bag a little bit. Plus, you don't make the bag very tight. You make it very, very loose and
Okay.
make sure it's puffy on the top.
Did you used to work at the Butterball Hotline? Is that what you're... How do you know all this stuff? It's crazy.
Experimentation, my
Have
friend.
you met John Peterson?
Mr. Know-it-all.
He knows everything.
Okay.
Oh, God.
All right.
Well, anyways, just basic stuff.
Is it?
Everybody knows this stuff.
Okay.
All right. So that's how you prevent the bag from sticking to the top of the turkey.
And your vegetables for your usual
And
Thanksgiving?
By the way, the bag
peas?
expands too from the heat.
Okay.
Yes,
So,
yeah, it gets all puffy.
So it doesn't stick.
Do you do the beans with the dried onions over it?
Beans with dried onions over
That's
it?
the very Wisconsin,
oh.
Midwestern
Oh,
type.
you mean
green
the
bean
fried
casserole?
The fried,
Yes.
the fried beans.
Yes.
the
Oh,
fried-
sure. Green bean
fried
casserole.
stuff, fried
Yeah.
onions over
I
it.
love
Yeah,
that.
A little
those
little
are cool.
creamy
Yeah.
soup over it or something. Yeah.
Well, that's very Wisconsin, I think.
Okay.
Peas. That's all we need.
Phones are open. We're talking turkey. 855-752-4842.
Now they're calling me the bag man.
Yeah, he's the bag man. Thank you, Carmela, for that comment. Okay.
Oh God. Okay. All right. Let's go to the. Let's bring up something really happy and bubbly.
Oh, please.
The neo-Nazis are trying to get our kids enrolled in
Really?
the neo-Nazi groups. Yes, that
Great.
parade around towns, and especially in Tennessee, they're out there hanging around.
I'm telling you, Tennessee.
And Phil
Different
Williams,
countries down there.
a reporter down there, has been doing a great job covering this story. It's an amazing story. So why don't we listen to what he had to report?
Who would ever have imagined neo-Nazis going into video chat rooms with children trying to recruit them?
I'm an entertainer, pro-white entertainer. I hate non-whites, okay?
That's exactly what our News Channel 5 investigation discovered. The neo-Nazi in this case is a guy named John Menadio, who is part of a group, the Goyim Defense League, that spent 2 weeks in Nashville back in 2024. I confronted him on the steps of City Hall.
You have a problem with Jews in general, then?
Yes, I do.
And I had continued to watch this group's activities. What I was really stunned to discover was that he was going into video chat rooms that are popular with children, berating children of color. You look like an ugly trying to recruit white children.
White power. There you go.
Convincing white boys especially that they needed to get guns and get ready to kill black people.
You need to be at the shooting range, get ready to kill.
It was, I think, by most people's estimation, pure evil. If you want to see my full investigation, in fact, you need to see my full investigation, it's online at newschannel5.com/hate.
Yeah, it's
Wow.
really amazing. There's even a longer report that you can see on Scripps News, which is a great free network to watch.
Yes.
I've discovered this thing, and it is really good. They're covering the entire press conference with Mamdani and Trump.
Yeah, in the Oval Office.
Yeah,
there.
it's really a great network, but they have a longer part of that story on there, and it is really frightening. I mean, just what they're saying to these kids. And they have pictures and videos of the kids reacting to this neo-Nazi, telling them things like this, and it's just frightening as heck. And that's what's happening. And they parade through the streets, but they're not a terrorist organization, right? Those people
Apparently.
fighting fascism are the terrorists. Well, anyway.
Well, what happened with the Coast Guard? They dropped the Nazi thing, right?
Because, well,
I mean, it was okay yesterday for them to have Nazi symbols and nooses. That was all okay for the Coast Guard.
They decided that the swastikas and nooses were considered potentially divisive, but not hateful.
Oh. Okay.
Wow.
All right.
Yeah.
Well,
Let's blame Antifa. The new policy reported by the Washington Post, by the way, and they're sticking to their guns on this because they have documentation. Was set to take effect in December, the 15th of December, and similarly downgrades the definition of nooses and the Confederate flag, although you still can't display the Confederate flag. That's still banned. Well, gee.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, you got to draw the line somewhere.
Well, if you're dangling nooses and wearing a swastika, well, the Confederate flag is what?
That's over the top.
The Coast Guard now is saying that they did not do this. The policy is the same as it always has been. They haven't changed anything at all. And then I saw another story where they're backtracking and they're changing what they changed.
It's just
now. Am I
minute by minute?
Am I like getting stories from different media sources? Right. The real media. And then we have the right-wing media, and then we have podcaster media.
Yes.
So now we have like three different sources.
The Wild West.
Yeah, it is.
We got Brett from Brown Deer chiming in here on the text line saying neo-Nazis on the internet and turkeys cooked in a bag. I don't even recognize this country anymore. Good one, Brett. Thank you for that.
That is amazing.
Yes,
that
good
really
one.
is.
Good one. All right. You can call us or text us 855-752-4842.
I don't even recognize this country anymore.
It is getting difficult every day.
Wow. All right. Well.
And Mamdani apparently and Trump now big buddies. They got along fine in the Oval Office. Everything's good. Everybody's
it seemed like
happy.
It went well.
It's very cordial. Nobody got arrested. It was good.
Well,
so we can rest easy.
Mamdani challenged him to arm wrestling match. And
really?
And I don't know how that turned out, but
we'll
I think they chased the reporters out of the room at that point.
Trump is always sitting behind the desk. He
makes everybody stand behind him.
I know, and they're standing there forever. Just oh man.
And then he sits there deadpan.
Yeah.
That's kind of weird.
It's about trying to make them sweat. Make sure that they know that he's better than them.
He's in charge behind the behind the desk.
Next thing you know, they hand him a white towel and put it over his arm. Like a waiter,
right?
And have each one of these guests that stand behind him look like waiters.
Yeah, there they are.
He's
got all the flags behind him, a statue, and then about 20 or 30 pictures of family members that don't associate with him anymore on the desk behind him.
I got
very weird pictures.
Mamdani really did a great job of sticking to his guns by meeting with Trump. He could have backed down and made a statement that way.
Yeah,
but he didn't. He went in there and I think he accomplished a lot, at least visually. I think this was a great meeting.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll find out more as the day goes on.
We'll find out on Truth Social what this meaning
afterwards
really means.
Yeah.
We'll
keep an eye on that. We're coming back with more. It's John and Gordy in the afternoon. 855-752-4842. Back after this.
the only law is right. Back in the saddle again. Whoopie-tie-I-oh, rocking to and fro. Back in the saddle again. Whoopie-tie-I-eh, I go my way. Back in the saddle again.
WMDX, the only station with lakes on both sides.
Hey, Gordy, I got to admit, these hearing aids from Madison Hearing Aid Center changed my life.
Mine too, John. I thought I needed subtitles to talk to my grandkids.
And these aren't those old giant clunkers we saw in the old days. It's got Bluetooth, it's rechargeable, the works.
Yeah, my phone connects straight to my ears. I'm basically a cyborg now.
Hey, you just figured out texting last year, too.
Yeah, baby steps. But I did call Madison Hearing Aid Center, and you should too. 608-249-4077.
608-249-4077. Tell them John and Gordy sent you.
This is the story of the one. As a custodial supervisor at a high school, he knows that during cold and flu season, germs spread fast. It's why he partners with Grainger to stay fully stocked on the products and supplies he needs, from tissues to disinfectants to floor scrubbers. All so that he can help students, staff, and teachers stay healthy and focused. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Today's job market is full of demand for skilled trade workers. Electricians, welders, mechanics, these and other trades are the backbone of every community. They're also a huge part in making sure the Army National Guard is always fulfilling its mission of service to our country and communities. Soldiers train to keep the power flowing, engines running, and supplies moving. The skilled trades these soldiers perform are the same ones needed in today's civilian workforce. Army National Guard soldiers are on the fast track to learning skills that can set them up for success at home with companies looking to hire the best. With options from plumber to helicopter mechanic and everything in between, soldiers are able to select the trades that best fit their lives. Their resumes are being built through their paid training and part-time service. Find out how you too can learn a trade profession and serve your community and country by visiting NationalGuard.com. Sponsored by the Wisconsin Army National Guard, aired by the Wisconsin Broadcasters Association and this station.
My Alzheimer's diagnosis was hard to take, but early detection allowed us to take control of the situation together.
Talk to your family about seeing a doctor. Go to alz.org/time to talk.
Come on, Jimmy.
You don't care for me, I don't care about that. You got a new boo, I like to laugh at. I am only one, a burning desire. Let me stand next to your fire. Hey, let me stand next to your fire.
Hey, it's John
Gordy. Let me stand.
John Gordy in the afternoon. My sister knew
Jimi Hendrix?
Yeah.
She met him?
Yep.
Hung out with him?
Yep. He hung out at her place.
Really?
Yeah, he was over here from Great Britain and needed a place to stay, and I guess stayed there a night or two.
She was in
New York
City?
on Bleecker Street. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
What did she have to say about him? What
She said he was great.
Yeah.
Yeah. And she wrote me a letter. Back then we had letters and we didn't have cell phones, which is hard to believe, right?
Yeah.
But anyway, she wrote a letter saying, you got to keep an eye on this guy. He's really good.
He's going to amount to something.
Of course, I was listening to the British Billboard from WLS, and I knew of his hit song in Britain, and I wrote back and I said, I know this guy. I've heard his songs. He's great.
Yeah.
So, it was kind of cool, but I don't know why. She met all these musicians
and
in New York.
Jimi Hendrix, one of his first tours of the U.S., he opened for the Monkees. Oh, yeah. Can you imagine that, Bill? Now, my parents were at some my dad was a sales guy, and they were out in Phoenix, Arizona, going to some big convention or something. And and when they came back, they said, well, they had this group, the Monkees. And we're like, the Monkees? What?
Yeah.
At the sales convention? Oh yeah, we're sitting outside, and here come this band.
Wow.
Set up.
Yeah.
But before that, man, this crazy wild guitar player got out. Oh, it was so loud and it was horrible. It turned out to be Jimi Hendrix.
Oh man.
Like, you went and saw Jimi Hendrix and the Monkees? Come
God,
on.
that is something else. Yeah.
Yeah.
And one of these days, I'll tell a story about my sister and Bob Dylan.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. He kidnapped her, right?
Yes.
Took her to Chicago and then.
Yes. And realized that she was just 16 or 17 years old and sent her packing.
Put her on a bus?
Yes. Put her on a bus with
Madison.
her girlfriend. She and her girlfriend went
that was
down
nice
there with him. Yeah. He made an appearance here in Madison.
Many years ago.
Many years ago. 86, 87, something like that.
Really?
No,
70.
No, 70.
Yeah, this got to be.
No, 60, 66, 67. That's what I meant.
Peeling off the decades here.
I know.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, let's get to ICE. ICE is, we don't talk about ICE enough on this program because they've been all over the darn place.
Well, they've been, doing a lot of their thing in Chicago.
Yes.
We've heard about that just down the road, but
beating up priests and pastors down in Chicago.
Out of control.
And now they're in North Carolina, and they're all over. And the problem here is that they're buying a lot of weaponry. Now, I did see a story, and I can't remember too much about it. I was going to get to it, and I forgot to. But the fact that this administration is just spending money hand over fist on just about everything you can think of. So this is another one of those things. Most of the ICE has increased weapons spending by 700%. 700%.
Wow.
And most of the spending was on guns and armor, but there has also been a significant purchase of chemical weapons, and one purchase that was categorized as guided missile warheads and explosive components.
For ICE.
For ICE.
Right.
Yeah. Which they later tried to clarify, saying that the purchase was for distraction devices.
Okay.
Guided missile warheads.
But that's a distraction.
That would be
a big distraction.
I would get distracted if I saw that.
Yes.
Yeah.
So then there was a response to this story. ICE purchased chemical weapons and guided missile warheads. ICE was always going to be Trump's private military to deploy domestically against Americans.
Yeah.
Pay attention.
Yes.
Another response, why does ICE need chemical weapons and guided missile warheads? Those are not immigration enforcement weapons. Those are weapons a dictator would use on his own people. And finally, Trump's turning ICE into his taxpayer-funded hit squad, complete with missiles for domestic defense. Wake up, America. Denial funds the dystopia.
Boy.
There you go.
Okay. Pay attention.
Yes.
ICE. Gearing up for what we don't know.
I'm just looking at some of the text here. We have Clint saying non-stick bagging. Flour and coat the bird in butter. There you go.
Getting back
We're
to
talking about
Thanksgiving advice for the turkey.
How to make turkey. Yeah. And then Brett wrote in and said, no, that's not Brett. Robert, there's an entire cadre of reborn Nazis in the Trump assembly. Now, the thing here is that, the Nazis voted for Trump. Mm-hmm. They're on Trump's side. So that should tell, I think, MAGA, CJ, my MAGA friend in Milwaukee, something that should give them a hint that's kind of a tip of the hand where they stand and where Trump stands. If neo-Nazis are all for him. Plus, I think he made it pretty obvious when he decided to immigrate white South Africans to America. So
I don't know.
That
just
was
got to take a deep breath.
That was
once
pretty
in a while.
obvious. I mean, you can't be more obvious than that, right?
Yeah.
So,
all right.
Yeah. Well, I want to get to the wedding barn story, if you will allow me to get into that.
Well, we have a minute here. You can set it up, and then we can,
set it up, knock it down. Right?
Yeah. Why not? What is happening with the wedding barns? I thought they had passed a bill or something about this. No.
Well,
or is it up for
it was in the courts.
Oh, that's right.
It was in the courts.
Yeah.
The administration already put this thing in effect. I'm really disappointed by the Democrats and Governor Evers. for having passed a law that really went up against the wedding barns, and they went to court.
Yeah.
So we'll talk
We'll
about
get
that.
into that story. Yep. And more of your calls. Phone lines are back opening. And again, 855-752-4842. It's John and Gordy in the afternoon. Coming right back.
WMDX, where even the weather has opinions. Construction barrels bloom every spring. So do opinions. WMDX, guiding Madison through life's most predictable surprises.
Where the money is coming from in the dairy industry is about to change. At least that's what Corey Geiger says. I'm Ben Jarbo at the Midwest Farm Report, and Corey is the CoBank lead dairy economist. He's going to tell us what that change is looking like. We'll take a listen into that right after this.
Nitrogen is one of your biggest input investments, so protect it with Anvol Nitrogen Stabilizer and Super U Premium Fertilizer from Koch Agronomic Services. Anvol delivers 310% more active ingredient than leading competitors, while Super U provides complete protection against volatilization, denitrification, and leaching. Don't risk your yield with diluted products. Choose proven active ingredient loads for proven nitrogen protection and maximized nitrogen availability. Ask your retailer for Anvol and Super U this fall.
Now here's Corey Geiger on where the money will be coming from in the dairy industry.
90% of the U.S. dairy farmers get paid on multiple component pricing. And the two biggest components are butter, fat, and protein. They're about 90% of that number. And from 2000 to 2010, protein won every NASCAR race. It was the leading component. And then from 2015 to today, butterfat won 8 of the last 10 years. So if I'm a producer, I'm making butterfat because that's been the best revenue on my farm. By this fall, that's going to change. If you're in a multiple component pricing market, all the upper Midwest is, protein is going to begin leading in the milk checks again. And it'll probably stay there for a while just because of this supply-demand metric that's taking place.
That's Corey Geiger, the lead dairy economist for CoBank. From the Midwest Farm Report, I'm Ben Jarbo. And we're going to take a look at our top 5 stories from this week right after this.
There goes Pam Yankee across Wisconsin in her suburban truck. Thanks to Blaine's Farm and Fleet, the original, authentic, still family-owned since 1955. And thanks to Monarch Media Design. The experts at Monarch can do everything from vinyl graphics to full trailer wraps, serving Madison since 2000. Monarch specializes in vehicle wraps and graphics. Keep up with Pam at MidwestFarmReport.com and on Facebook and Instagram.
Welcome back. I'm Ben Jarbo with the Midwest Farm Report. Now here's our top 5 stories from this week. At number 5, we have the sweet science behind honey and are you storing it right? Number 4, checkoff dollars result in big wins for Wisconsin dairy. Number 3, turn livestock loss into profit with aquamation. Number 2, Heather's Thanksgiving food prep and safety guide. And your most listened to story from this week, battling bears to protect the hive. With a look at the top 5 stories from the Midwest Farm Report, I'm Ben Jarbo.
From the Capitol to your kitchen table, Madison's biggest stories live right here on 92.7 WMDX.
I'm meteorologist Rodney Price. A partly sunny Friday afternoon, light northwest winds with highs topping out in the mid-40s. Tonight, evening clouds move out, skies becoming clear, lows in the mid-20s. On Saturday, a mostly sunny sky anticipated with a high near 50. It's 42 at our studios.
Join me, Tom Hartman, each and every weekday from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. for the Tom Hartman program right here on Civic Media. I talk about the issues that all Wisconsinites can get behind, from unrigging our economy so it works for all of us, not just the billionaire class, to improving our representative government, to delivering on the promise of we the people. Tune in middays right here on your local Civic Media station from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. for the Tom Hartman program. Tag, you're it.
where working people come to talk. It's The Rick Smith Show, weeknights at 9 on the Civic Media Radio Network. Join me for an honest approach to the issues American working families care about. No talking points, no focus groups. Get ready for a heavy dose of democracy, fairness, grit, and no apologies. It's current affairs from a working class labor perspective. Facts are center, science is real, and everyone gets a seat at the table. The Rick Smith Show, weeknights at 9 on the Civic Media Radio Network.
Somebody getting married? What's
something you're hearing in a lot of barns around Wisconsin?
Oh, okay. Yeah. Wedding barns.
A wedding barn. Yeah.
It's John and Gordy in the afternoon. John Peterson, Gordy Young, along with our producer, Aaron Zommers. So what is the latest on wedding barns anyway?
Well, I thought it was one of the greatest ideas, the use of these old barns.
Sure.
Fixing them up on the inside, insulate them a little bit.
Make them useful.
Yeah, yeah. And they really had a good business going, a lot of these barns. And suddenly the liquor people didn't like the wedding barns. I don't know why, because the people who rented these wedding barns, they bought their own stuff, their beer and liquor, and they brought it into the wedding barns, right?
Right.
I mean, it was a do-it-yourselfer.
Exactly.
Essentially, you just rent the barn, and the farmers made these things just gorgeous and beautiful and very natural and just warm feeling.
Right.
Like a couple of my friends got married in a barn a few years ago, and it was the place where they had their own liquor license and they had a bar in the barn. So in that case, I can't imagine they'd have a problem with it.
Right. Yeah.
Right. And some do have that. Some have a liquor license, but many did not. In fact, a lot of these wedding barns also had a house. They're old farms.
Sure.
And they'd turn them into a wedding barn, and the house would be a place where they could have another little celebration afterwards, or a separate party.
Reception or something, and then have a dance out in the barn.
Exactly.
Get all liquored up and have a good time.
Well, okay, so the liquoring up part is what snagged the wedding barn, sadly. So the liquor industry said, you really can't do this. You can't bring your own liquor into these barns because there's a liability issue. We want people, to be safe, and we want to make sure that they're not driving home drunk, stuff like that. Just a lot of excuses, stuff that doesn't make any sense at all. But anyway, so a few of the wedding barns went to court, and they lost. Yeah, they were. It was ruled against them. They didn't want to have the liquor licenses. They're very costly, and they had alternatives. The court offered them, and the state offered them an alternative to what they could do. There is the no sale permits, which would limit private venue owners to rent or lease the property no more than 6 days per year. That's not good.
No.
And just 1 day per month. So look, 1 day per month is like 12 times a year. but you can't do it more than 6 days out of the year. See, who wrote this, right?
Yeah, I know.
And guests would be denied the ability to consume hard liquor at these events. So it's beer and wine. It would allow renters to bring in their own beer and wine. See, so it was kind of flexible, but you could only have 6 per year or 1 per month. And the 1 per month would preclude the wedding months, right?
Okay.
I mean, there are times when people want to get married.
Yeah.
Like in fall, usually.
Or
late summer
or June.
And fall. So,
June is a big wedding
month. So you can't have like 2 weddings in 1 month.
Yeah.
So they essentially devised a law that killed the wedding barns if you decided you didn't want to get a liquor license.
Yeah.
Now, if they were to obtain a liquor license, renters and guests would be instead required to purchase it from the venue, who then would likely buy it from a distributor.
I see.
Even worse, the law passed with bipartisan support. This is where I get a little angry. It was signed by Democratic Governor Tony Evers in December of 2023.
Okay.
And it went through bipartisan votes. It was approved by the Democrats and Republicans and the Democratic governor. And I'm just why would we do this?
You would think they'd be able to
Stand
create
their
maybe a
ground.
special license just for wedding barns. It would be a little bit more lenient.
Exactly.
I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Why cramp?
It's just crazy, right?
Crimp their style.
I mean, there would be a huge business of wedding barns in this state. We have so many of them. It would preserve, by the way, it would preserve the barns, which is, something really fantastic.
Yeah.
We love our barns in Wisconsin, right?
Well, I don't think it would hurt anybody else's business to be able to do, more weddings and wedding barns. I mean, they can still they can have their choice, go to a reception hall or rent somewhere else that has a bar. I don't think it's going to hurt their business, to open it up to more wedding barns.
It really doesn't hurt their business at all. I mean, this is to protect the alcohol industry, not to promote fair competition.
I get it.
In the retail beverage business industry.
Yeah.
See,
okay.
That's the whole thing.
That's the catch.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. It was such a great idea. When this story first came out, everybody was going, "Oh, wedding barn, that's really cool." What was going on behind the scenes? No one was talking about it very much, but then all of a sudden it hit the fan, and then of course the lawmakers, the gerrymandered Republican lawmakers at the Capitol, decided to push people around and discourage business.
Yeah.
How's that?
Yeah.
How's that?
Way to go. Nice going.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Now, I want to get to something that we're not ever going to get to. It is the release of the Epstein files.
Yes.
Now, I knew there was something
everybody
buried
signed
in all
on.
of this.
Everybody's good with it now.
Yes,
It's
everybody's great with it.
Yeah. Trump signed the bill.
30 days.
Yeah.
They have to release it.
Yeah.
Right.
What's the holdup?
Unless there are a few exceptions.
Here we go.
So let's cue up cut 154 and listen to a little report here about some of the exceptions.
And I understand there's a chance we may not see everything. Why is that?
You're absolutely right, Del. There is a chance that we may not see all of the details from the Epstein files. That 30-day countdown is on the Department of Justice, really scrambling now to put together the redactions for this. There are some loopholes in this legislation that will take out some things that maybe we would have thought would be taken out in the first place. Let's look at some of these loopholes there. First, of course, they're going to withhold any identifying victim information. They're also going to withhold anything that contains child sexual abuse material, anything that contains graphic images, things like death, physical abuse, or injury, and then anything related to national security and foreign policy. But I want to talk about that middle part right there where it says jeopardizes an active investigation. We heard earlier this year from the Attorney General, Pam Bondi, that they didn't uncover any evidence that would warrant an investigation into third parties, meaning people who might be named in some of these investigative materials. So she effectively closed the investigation. Then last week, we had the president come forward and direct the Department of Justice to investigate former President Bill Clinton, entities like JP Morgan Chase, other men. We could see the Department of Justice try to withhold some materials based on the fact that they do have this potential new active investigation. But I spoke with a former prosecutor, a now criminal defense attorney about this. And essentially what he said is fine. You can decide not to release materials specifically relating to those named individuals you are going to investigate.
If a particular Democrat or Republican is being investigated and you have direct or collateral evidence or circumstantial, pardon me, maybe that gets taken back and that gets held back or redacted, but not the wholesale entirety of what is in that file.
Now, the Department of Justice has to provide publicly in writing justification for any redactions that we are going to see.
Yeah. So there you have it.
Stuff. Yeah.
Okay.
So anybody encouraged? Well, I'm not encouraged at all.
Mm-mm.
And I'm not really sure where to go, with the Epstein files. It's almost like we can just, beat this thing to death to the point where, look, these
There's
guys.
so much.
I think
There's
what we
so
need
much.
to do is just kind of accuse them of covering up a sex ring, basically. That's what they're doing. They're just covering this up.
Yeah.
These are the people trying to protect young girls from exploitation.
Well, yes, and the pedophiles, the sex rings, been apparently a big thing in the billionaire class. For these rich pedophiles for decades,
and it's a big thing for megas. Remember, there was a sex ring in the basement of a pizza place, I guess. So they've been on this thing for years,
20 years.
So now they're allowing the Republicans to cover up this whole thing, this whole mess, by just I guess
truth will come out,
complicating the issues with new investigations on Clinton, and so on and so forth. So it's just I don't know.
It's all going to come out.
It takes a lot of time. But
it takes forever.
We just debate this thing forever.
Yeah,
it just wastes a lot of time.
855-752-4842. If you want to give us a call, now's the time. Also, give us a text on the Civic Media app.
Now, I found a video that I thought was really kind of fun and interesting and bizarre and just interesting. A racist neighbor picked on the wrong new black tenant.
Oh, really?
Down her hallway.
Where did this happen?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
This is
anywhere USA.
Yes, anywhere I mean, that's what the megas do, right? They pick something out somewhere in the country, and it's supposed to be like that everywhere. All right. So anyway, I think the story will stop a lot of white privilege losers from flashing their racism in public. So let's listen to cut 149.
I'm calling the police. You look suspicious. You mean I look black? Maybe.
Racist neighbor calls 911 on a black man moving in. He's the Boston police chief. She thought she was protecting the neighborhood, but what she really protected was her own prejudice. 38-year-old Jennifer Morrison had lived in the Glendale Arms apartment complex for 6 years. So when she saw a black man using a key to open the door next to hers, she didn't ask a question, didn't pause, didn't consider context. She simply decided he didn't look like he belonged and assumed he was breaking in. She confronted him. "Are you sure you live here? You look suspicious." The man replied calmly, "Of course I live here. I just moved in last week." Before calling 911, she even muttered under her breath, "You look suspicious." But the black man she accused wasn't a stranger, wasn't a trespasser, and wasn't a criminal. He was Boston's newly appointed police chief, Marcus Thompson. He had just signed a 1-year lease and had moved into apartment 412 days earlier. The entire exchange was captured by the hallway security camera. And once the footage spread across social media, her life collapsed almost instantly. She was fired by her employer. Her landlord terminated her lease. She was sued by Chief Thompson for defamation, and a court ordered her to pay $120,000 in damages.
Oh, no, the consequences of my actions.
Wow. Pretty steep consequences right there.
Yes.
That was amazing, right? Wow. Anyway, I thought that was really interesting and pretty extreme.
Yeah.
The police chief. Well, he's living next door to me. You think she would have felt safer?
Yes. Are you sure you live here?
Oh, man.
Boy.
All right. And, Corey wrote here, he says, did that clip we were talking, I had a clip of all the reasons why some of the Epstein files will not be released. And he said, did that clip just say that they were not going to release anything that was dealing with sexual assault of a child? There you go. Oh,
right. And let's see. Paul from Madison says, I'm unhappy with that.
Yeah. I thought it was interesting to hear the list of reasons why they're not going to release some of the files.
Right. Yes. Well, on it goes.
All encompassing is what they were.
Going to have to live with it for a while.
Yeah.
All right. We're coming back with more of John and Gordy in the afternoons. Stay right there.
Just where our lives are going to.
77 square miles surrounded by reality, and we cover all of it. This is 92.7 WMDX Madison and on the Civic Media app.
Hey, I'm Dr. Chris Kammer, the Rockin' Dentist, with another victorious dental minute here on Civic Media. For more than a century, dentistry meant drills and needles. So archaic. These days, modern science has transformed how we treat cavities. Instead of cutting away cavities and tooth structure, we can now stop decay in its tracks using safe, FDA-approved methods. Who knew, right? One of the most exciting is silver diamine fluoride, a liquid that can painlessly halt a cavity from progressing. When combined with simple medicine filling materials that go on like spackle, we can actually heal teeth rather than destroy them. This approach is comfortable, lowers cost, and preserves every possible bit of your natural tooth instead of amputating it with a drill. The next time you hear that old dental drill, remember, modern dentistry has already left it behind. And I'm Dr. Chris Kammer, bringing you the good news about modern dentistry with another victorious dental minute right here on Civic Media.
It's family time at Chula Vista with the right kind of fun for everyone. Wisconsin's most complete resort experience. Easy going with scenic river walks, a relaxing spa, or going all out in 80,000 square feet of indoor water park and cross-country skiing, sledding, snowshoeing, all right here. Check it out at chulavistaresort.com.
Dogs are welcome during the holidays at Chula. Check out our special Fido-friendly packages at chulavistaresort.com.
I'm hungry. What's cooking?
Oh, no, not me. It's your turn.
Oh, we're back to taking turns?
Yes.
Well, how about Sugar River Pizza?
Oh, yeah. Now they can cook.
I could really go for some of that 12-hour smoked pulled pork.
Ooh, and some pasta. Okay, now I'm hungry. Sugar River, here we come.
And they have that great kids menu, too.
We don't have any kids.
Right. That's beside the point. The point is, I'm hungry. You're hungry.
Let's go.
Yes. And we should talk about having some kids.
Get in the car, Bob. Sugar River, Sun Prairie, Verona, New Glarus, and catering.
Does Governor Tony Evers' 2023 budget veto increase property taxes each year for the next 400 years? No. Governor Tony Evers' 2023 partial veto raised public school revenue limits by $325 per student annually until 24-25. But that alone doesn't raise property taxes. The limit affects combined funding from state aid and property taxes. If state aid remains flat, school boards may raise property taxes to meet the limit, but it's not required. The GOP-led legislature kept general aid flat this year, but in future budgets, it could raise enough to hold property taxes in check or even reduce property taxes. I'm Trisha Young for Wisconsin.
It's John and Gordy in the afternoon. Tonight on Nightlight, that follows our show at 5 o'clock, Pete Schwaba and the guys will be talking about the next couple of Packer games. Also, Joel Karnak from 98Q talks about the new Deer Hunters Roundup. It's that time of year, John. You know, they do the Deer Hunters Roundup.
I love that show.
Me too. And comedians Tom Clark and Steph Clark talk about their upcoming appearances, along with Terry Barr with the Bar Band Friday night. It's Nightlight, beginning at 5 with Pete Schwaba.
All right, let's go to the phones right now. We've got Joe on the line. Joe,
Hey.
welcome to the program.
Good afternoon.
Hi, you guys. I think I'd like to return to the Epstein files because why not?
Yeah.
Because we keep discovering more and more.
I
And one of the things I'd like to mention, and I was really unaware of this, that when they speak of Epstein having his place down in the Caribbean, he owned the whole stinking island. The place is called Little St. James. It was a 72-acre island that includes several villas, and it's about 2 miles away from another island called St. Thomas. So what he'd do is take that private jet into St. Thomas, and then he'd chopper his underage girls into his whole island, Little St. James. And I think one of the things, sometimes there's just little details that can give you a sense of just how god awful something is. And one of the things they mention is the fact that these young women had no way to get off the island because Epstein owned the whole thing. So it wasn't like you could just break away and run down the street to the nearest police station. It was all his. And I'm reading this comment in a news article, and they talked about one 15-year-old victim described how she tried to escape by swimming. Can you imagine this 15-year-old trying to swim off this island?
Wow.
And there's another who said, this is a quote from her, he said, he raped her in his office, but then he also trapped her in his bedroom on the island where he had a gun strapped to the bedpost, so I couldn't leave.
Wow.
The only way I could get off was either by helicopter or boat. So, what do these young women do? These young girls do? I mean, you're going to swim 2 miles to another island in the ocean? And there's a sign in the photo here. It says private property, no trespassing. And he owns the whole stinking island. So once you're on there, you're done for. You do whatever they want you to, I mean, just a terrible, terrible bit of, I'm sorry to bring people down.
No, but we're going to hear these. You're right, Joe. We're going to hear these horror stories. They're going to keep coming out. And it's just awful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it isn't enough to just say he had a place in the Caribbean.
Right.
He had a whole island where he could trap these women, and they could not get off. So, anyway, after dropping that bit of cheer, I'll just leave you guys.
Well, thank you. Thanks a lot. By the way, I have more cheer. I've got a clip here.
Thank you, Joe.
I got a clip here from Letterman.
Oh, really?
He interviewed Trump, and he was talking about a teenage rape victim.
Really?
And you really have to hear Trump's attitude toward this whole story. Listen.
Mike Tyson was greeted at his door at 1:00 in the morning by a woman. He then...
Well, we don't need to go through the case again.
It's ridiculous. The woman was dancing at 8:00, and this guy's in jail for 6 years. I don't understand it. I think it's wrong. I think
but due process of law prevailed. So
I think he had one of the worst defense lawyers I've ever seen. This was the worst defense. I mean, their defense essentially was that anybody that goes out with Mike Tyson knows she's going to be raped, and therefore Mike Tyson, this is his defense. I think it was a horrible job.
Everything you say may be true, but still in all, you can't come in and say, okay, let's put the decision of the court aside. Here, I have a plan.
I never said that.
I think that was the impression people had of that.
What I said really is that Mike Tyson should fight. Mike Tyson should supply millions and millions and millions of dollars to rape victims. And I think that's a hell of a lot better than him sitting in a jailhouse for 6 years. Now, let him do some time, let him do some this, but this man could supply $30 million just from one fight. And that solves a lot more problems than keeping him locked up in solitary confinement doing nothing. I think that Mike Tyson had a horrible defense. I think
but again, what you're saying is that celebrities maybe should be treated differently than lay people.
And I say Mike should serve some time and everything else. But to keep a man... Here's a woman that was dancing at his door at 1:00 in the morning.
We don't need to get into this. We don't need to get into this.
But that's an important thing.
Hey, don't get me hot, okay?
Wow.
Well, if you dance at somebody's door, I mean, you're asking for it, right?
Apparently.
But Mike
Trump's
Tyson can do more good making money and doing charity work with the profits.
Yeah, and somehow that makes it okay.
Yeah.
And he could do a little time, and then that's fine.
This is a problem that he has, and it's come to a head.
Mm-hmm.
We're watching the worst of it right now.
Yeah,
the cover up of the Epstein files. They were going to release it. They're blaming Biden for not releasing, even though he couldn't release it because of continuing investigations by some of the victims. It's just one of those things that you just can't get over, and it just never ends. And they keep it alive by coming up with more and more weak-kneed excuses. And I've got a clip. We'll play it next hour. Trump is ending investigations for trafficking.
Oh, really?
Like that.
Oh, great.
It's just one thing after the next lets you know that this is not an issue for them. They they would just want to take this away. They just want to make it disappear. Like by creating all of these loopholes for not ever having to release all of the details.
Yeah. And the files that are released, some of them are redacted, but there are other copies of the same files in other places.
That's the problem.
Like the whole thing with Prince Andrew. there's a lot of information there.
Yeah.
And now he's in hiding. Basically, they kicked him out of the castle. They kicked him out of the royal, and he's had death threats against him.
Yep.
And they want to get him in and have him testify. And they haven't been able to figure out how to do that because he doesn't want to travel to the United States because he's basically hiding out.
And then, of course, they're going to create a little show with Bill and Hillary trying to, make that some kind of showcase trial.
Mm-hmm. And on it goes. We're coming back with more after a break for news, weather, and sports. It's John and Gordy in the afternoon.
2.7 WMDX Columbus, Madison's real news and great conversation. A Civic Media station. WMDXradio.com.
ABC News, I'm Michelle Franzen. The meeting between President Trump and New York City Mayor-elect Zoran Mamdani at the White House ending in a surprise truce after months of trading barbs between the New Yorkers. President Trump congratulated Mamdani on his victory and says the two leaders found common ground on affordability issues.
I think there's an element of respect just for both of their masteries of politics and of the ability to rise out of nothingness in politics and become something. I think there's a mutual fascination with New York City that Donald Trump betrayed. And I think there toward the end, when he talked about how the media interest was just so off the charts, I think that showed a little bit of the respect that Donald Trump, the ultimate New Yorker himself, has for Zoran Mamdani.
ABC News Washington Bureau Chief Rick Klein. President Trump has given Ukraine's leader a Thanksgiving deadline to accept the latest U.S. peace proposal with Russia. A Ukrainian official tells ABC News it would require Ukraine to give up territory, reduce its military by half, and not use certain long-range missiles or join NATO. This is ABC News.
Local news, real voices, and conversations that count. That's Madison. And that's 92.7 WMDX.
For 92.7 WMDX News, I'm Savannah Tomei Olson. Police have arrested two brothers they say are connected to two separate Madison homicides from 8 and 9 years ago. They haven't released many details, but we know there was a whole tactical operation to arrest one of those brothers. Early yesterday morning, Madison police took 34-year-old Jordan Charlo into custody on the far north side. He's now charged with 3 counts of first-degree intentional homicide, being party to a crime. A couple hours later, some homes and schools in Columbia County had to shelter in place while authorities moved to apprehend his younger brother, 33-year-old Justin Charlo. That's according to the State Journal. They took him into custody and lifted those shelter-in-place orders about an hour later. The second Charlo is tentatively charged with 1 count of first-degree intentional homicide, party to a crime. Madison police say they'll soon release more information about those 2 homicides. And an update to a story we brought you on Monday. Police have made an arrest in a shooting near a Taco Bell on Madison's west side. Sunday night, dispatchers got a 911 call from Whitney Way. Authorities took a shooting victim to the hospital. Madison police have now arrested someone for the shooting. The victim is expected to be okay. And football teams, families, and fans are here in Madison this weekend for the state football championships. Here's Civic Media Sports Director Jimmy Kuska.
Today is the final day of the state football championships at Camp Randall Stadium in Madison. The 3 title games today are Grafton versus Reedsburg in D3, Notre Dame against West Appear in Division 2 in a matchup of undefeated squads, and Bayport taking on Arrowhead in D1. Yesterday's winners were Kenosha St. Joseph in D7, Darlington in D6, Mayville in D5, and Winneconne in D4. You can find more information such as TV or streaming broadcasts and live stats at WIAAWI.org.
That's Jimmy Kuska reporting. I'm Savannah Tomei Olson. You're listening to 92.7 WMDX News.
It'll be the Packers and Vikings this Sunday. Filling in for Mike Clemens, I'm Jimmy Kuska with Civic Media Sports. It was the opening week of the season the last time the Packers played an NFC North opponent. They'll play 5 in 7 games the rest of the season. Quarterback Jordan Love on the quirky schedule.
Definitely, yeah. It's been a weird schedule for us, playing obviously a week 1 division game and now I don't even know what week it is, 12. Yeah. And it's been a long time. So it's felt weird. And obviously we'll have, a couple back to back right now. So definitely a stretch that we'll have to, take advantage of.
Kickoff is at noon on Sunday at Lambeau Field. Also, the Packers game against the Bears on December 7 was flexed from noon to 3:25 in the afternoon. The Bucs lost in overtime to the 76ers last night, 123-114. Coach Doc Rivers said they didn't play well down the stretch.
It's just tough to watch sometimes, so we'll work on it. We'll get better.
Milwaukee plays red-hot Detroit tomorrow night at 7 p.m. I'm Jimmy Kuska for Civic Media Sports.
Parallel parking in Madison? Impossible. Finding real conversation on the radio? Probable. With 92.7 WMDX.
I'm meteorologist Rodney Price. A partly sunny Friday afternoon, light northwest winds with highs topping out in the mid-40s. Tonight, evening clouds move out, skies becoming clear, lows in the mid-20s. On Saturday, a mostly sunny sky anticipated with a high near 50. Right now, it's 43.
This is Robert Pilot, host of Native Roots Radio. On our show, we talk about Native issues like treaties, protecting Mother Earth, and holding our elected officials accountable. You'll also hear from Turtle Island voices like Arvina Martin, State Representative Heather Keeler, Ruth Anna Buffalo, Dr. Anthony Stately, State Senator Mary Kunish, Robert Lilligren, and Bob Blake. Native issues are human issues, and human issues are Native issues.
Native Roots Radio, weeknights at 8 on your local Civic Media radio station.
Not completing high school is more of a social thing than it was an academic thing. Even though all these years have passed, I still had that longing to have my diploma.
At age 30, Carissa finished her high school diploma.
If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, you can do it.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
John Peterson and Gordy Young.
First of all, you guys put on a good show, and I think that goes without saying. Hey guys, love your show.
You have a pretty fun show. I listen to it most of the time. Keep up the good work.
The John and Gordy Show, weekday mornings.
Live from the land of cheese, beer, and unsolicited opinions, it's John and Gordy in the afternoon.
That's us. Oh, yeah. John Peterson, Gordy Young, along with our producer, Aaron Zommers, live from downtown Madison, a block off the Capitol, overlooking State Street. It's a cloudy day here. Temperatures in the 40s. Supposed to be a nice weekend across most of the state.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, should be good. All right. Phone lines are open, 855-752-4842. Earlier today, we were talking about how to prepare your turkey for Thanksgiving, getting an early start.
Yeah,
I think we got that pretty well covered.
You think so?
I think so. And then how to avoid speeding tickets, how to talk your way out. Yeah. So
well,
we covered a lot of ground.
Segment, boy, it just...
We talked about the Nazi symbols, the Coast Guard. It's all...
And the Coast Guard... we saw the documents.
Yes.
They're there. So the Washington Post had the story.
Right.
And now they're saying, we didn't do that.
We didn't have anything to do with it.
That's right.
Yeah.
So I think they're lying at this point. I'm just guessing. I'm just spitballing here.
Mm-hmm.
But, okay.
Anyway, if you want to chime in, again, 855-752-4842.
I thought this was a really kind of grotesque exploitation of Charlie Kirk. Now, I'm not a big fan of Charlie Kirk, but I think this is way over the top. Really? This happened about 3 weeks ago, I guess. Republican lawmakers were introducing a bill to issue $400,000 silver dollar coins in 2026 featuring Charlie Kirk and the phrase, "Well done, good and faithful servant."
Really? On silver dollar coins?
Yes, silver dollar
official
coins.
Currency of the U.S.
400,000 of them.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they would be considered, get this, legal tender. They'd actually, yes, you could actually buy something and have his full name, Charles James Kirk. And let me see here. It's being filed by Representative Abraham Hamada and August Pfluger. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent and Trump would choose the coin's final design. So that's in the background. They're trying to come up with something as crazy as that.
Yeah.
That's insane. Now, I want to try something out here. Okay. We got a call from Matt out in Middleton, and he posed something to us, and that is to come up with our own plan, a Democratic plan, and we'd call it Project 2029.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why not?
Why not?
Yeah. That's what we should do.
We should have something like that. Now, I've been making suggestions here. Of course, universal health care would be the top issue, top item. But what else could we have in it? You know, of course, there would be one part of it saying repeal everything in Project 2025. Okay, take that
could be
all
one
back,
item.
wipe that out.
That
would be just part of the 2029 Project 2029 by the Democrats. Now, they should put something like this together. Wouldn't you agree that they should at least consider putting out a platform?
Absolutely.
Now, oddly,
get it out there.
And I thought it was kind of genius, actually, with Project 2025. It was out there. It was not called their platform. It wasn't called a legitimate plan. They denied that they were going to do any of it at all. Trump said he didn't know anything about it, even though he assigned each and every one of the points in Project 2025 into at least an executive order. So,
yeah, universal health care could be in that 2029 plan.
So everybody's complaining about Project 2025.
Yeah.
But they just denied that it was their plan.
Right.
Isn't that it's genius?
Okay.
It's evil genius.
Another thing that gets bandied about occasionally is universal basic income. You know, I mean, that one is way at the back burner. I know people think that that's never going to happen, but I think that's a terrific idea.
Actually, that is
going hand in hand with universal health care. Just have a universal basic income, and you'd have that for sure as as income coming into your family. I think it's a great idea.
I think they'd have to do that.
And streamline the income tax system while you're at it.
Yeah.
That's there's a lot of things we can put into 2029, Project 2029.
But really, because of the economy, because of the changes in the economy, it's a gig economy. It's been a gig economy for about 5 or 6 years, even though musicians have basically been a part of the gig economy for a long, long time without any kind of health care or benefits.
Talked about that with Rocker.
But
earlier,
the gig economy is something that is bringing in a different way of working.
Right.
And then we're finding out that AI is starting to wipe out so many more jobs.
Yeah.
And then people don't even know what to do now. The students don't know what to get into.
Right. What to study for, what kind of jobs they're going to have when they get out.
Are being phased out almost immediately.
Right.
So to have something where at least there's a universal basic income that would be provided through taxes, but everybody would get it. And you can do with it what you will. And most people, when they have some kind of money, they want to make more of it.
Yeah.
They want to have more of it.
Right.
Because it spoils you. Well, you can buy that bag of chips that you've been dying to get for the last 3 hours.
Well, and that's
Those are the small things I go through.
That money goes right back into the economy, for the lower and middle class. I mean, they get things that they need with that kind of money.
Yeah. Well, a lot of people, they had experimentation, of course, all the way through the country and around the world with a universal basic income, small groups, but they wanted to see what people did with the money. A lot of people actually just spent it on food and rent.
Right.
Bigger apartment, maybe an extra room that they needed. And then some saved a lot of that money to start their own small business from home and use the internet to start a business.
Yeah. It's a great idea.
And people are starting to wise up to this, but they act like it's free money. You're going to sit on your ass. When you have a few dollars and you can spend it, you get spoiled by it. You want to spend more.
Right.
I mean, that's just the way it is.
Well, and the Democrats need something like Project 2029 to look ahead to the future, to give us some hope that, once we get through this horrible period that we're going through right now, that there's something at the end of the tunnel, some light at the end of the tunnel.
Well, this country is going through dramatic change right now because of DOGE and because of the Trump administration getting rid of all rules and regulations, which means he's getting rid of the departments in our own government, which means we got to start over after 3 years. Man, I mean, there's going to be cobwebs, rats, rat-infested buildings. No, it'll be around in D.C. anymore, right?
We don't want that to happen. Come on.
It'll be safe to walk the streets because no one will be living there anymore.
Mm-hmm.
But because of that, we really need to come up with a total plan to replace the government that's in place or was in place, and come up with a better idea. And I think this is Project 2029.
Yeah. Okay. There you go. Drop the mic. We'd love to hear your thoughts. 855-752-4842, or you can text us on the Civic Media app. Easy to download and easy to use. Okay.
Maybe one of the items could be, injections at home in case you're a little overweight, just
Ozempic or something like that.
Something like that. If you're in a food desert, if you're eating a lot of junk food, the best way around that is just take a jab of Ozempic.
Is that what you're recommending, Dr. Peterson?
Actually, I'm not recommending it. It was Dr. Oz recommending that baby.
Oh, yeah. That's right. Yeah.
That's real.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I know.
So
it's crazy.
Instead of, getting rid of the food deserts, put a store in.
Why not?
Bring back the economy and give people a chance with universal basic income.
That's the way to go. All right. Let's see.
We do have a call. We've got Cindy on the line up there in Appleton.
Good afternoon, Cindy. Go ahead.
Hello. Well, whatever Trump is doing to dismantle our government, apparently, according to the Constitution, is illegal.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. That's that's it. All right, Cindy. Thank you.
No, I have more.
You have more.
Oh, you got more.
All right.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, we're bowled over by that one.
mean,
Go ahead.
The point of what he's doing that I don't think a lot of people understand yet is he literally is going to send this country into a depression. There's just no doubt in my mind anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Seems that's what he wants, right?
Yep. And I don't understand why, but I guess it's to benefit the rich. How the rich are going to benefit when all the rest of us have nothing to do.
Yeah, how are they going to expand their businesses? Who's going to buy their products if we don't have any money? If they destroy us out here, which by the way they are. I mean, in fact, you brought up a really good point here, because if they make healthcare as expensive as it's going to be next year, the economy is going to shudder. I mean, it's going to be, a wake-up call to this administration that you can't do this. People aren't going to have discretionary money anymore because of healthcare costs if they still have health insurance. Right. So, yeah.
And it isn't even his administration we need to wake up. It's the people that should have a spine to oppose him that don't.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we need some partners on the right.
That's frustrating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Thank you, Cindy. Appreciate that comment. All right. Taking some more calls here and text. Alice from Cudahy says, we're talking about Project 2029, maybe a much overdue raise in the minimum wage. We don't talk about the minimum wage much anymore.
Not too much anymore.
Because, wages have slowly come up a bit.
Yes.
But, it would be nice to have a minimum wage out there.
I think
it's a little bit more living wage.
Hilarious.
Something remotely livable, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. See, the MAGAs take credit for the wage hikes.
Mm.
Well, look what happened to us. Wages went up. No, actually, the wages did go up, but in liberal cities that raised the minimum wages and states that raised the minimum wages. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
It happened to be because of the left, the woke.
Yeah.
Who raised those wages.
Yeah, our friend Pete Schwaba is having a special event. We want to invite you to The Godfather of Green Bay. This is a showing of that movie that he was in, and it's celebrating its 20th anniversary here in Madison. You can buy tickets at the Atwood Music Hall in Madison. Just Google that, and you can find a place to find the tickets there. It's happening Thursday, December 4th, 7 p.m., brought to you by Downdren's Distilling, Cottage Grove, Madison. And Pete not only is in the film, he stars in it. He wrote it, he directed it, and it's got some great scenes in it. It's a very funny movie. And again, it's happening on December 4th. That's a Thursday night, 7 p.m. at the Atwood Music Hall in Madison.
Yeah, it should be really fun.
We're
Should be
looking
good.
forward to it. Yeah.
Now, I talk about this an awful lot on the morning show, but I have a EV now.
Yes, you do. We call it the space car around here.
And we'll talk about something that makes them, the EV cars, a little bit more, I guess, travel worthy.
Oh, really?
In other words, extending the mileage that you get.
Well, sometimes that's hard if you don't know where your next charge is coming
That's
from.
true.
If you're doing a big trip, right?
You may not need it.
Oh, okay. We'll find out more when we come back. It's John and Gordy in the afternoon. Stay right here.
Whitewashed up on the beach, my country under siege. On private property, we are not home. Are we not home? Kiss me, I'm dead inside. Who needs suicide when the American dream is killing me? The American dream is killing me. When it's all double talk of insanity, the American dream is killing me.
It's John and Gordy in the afternoon. John Peterson, Gordy Young, our producer Aaron Zommers. 855-752-4842 is our number. And we have Jolene on the line here from Madison. Good afternoon, Jolene.
Hey, how's everybody doing?
Good.
Good. How are you?
I'm good. I just wanted to add my 2 cents worth to Project 2029. This has always bothered me.
Okay.
I think everyone in public school should have free hot lunch. If they're going to keep them there and mandate it, that they're there all day long, they should feed them and add breakfast too. Maybe even a mid-morning snack.
Yes.
I
what
agree.
A great idea.
That would be
That
terrific.
just seems very sensible.
I mean, it would certainly, give them a little jolt, right? I mean, they need some food at school, and I think that would be a great help. Yeah.
I was a hungry kid back in the 70s and 80s, and I had free hot lunch, and I had to stand in line with the other hungry kids. And And it just breaks my heart when I hear about people sending in checks to cover lunch money that isn't paid. And oh my gosh, these kids need to eat if they're going to learn.
Yes,
I agree. And it's something we learned during COVID as well. I mean, that was a program that was very successful. And also,
exactly. I know there's some school districts that do it year round. I think everyone should.
Yep. It cut child poverty in half. It was a great experiment using COVID during that experiment, and it just worked out. It worked wonders, and we should have continued that. It succeeded, and the Republicans didn't like a program that succeeded.
And putting it out there and then saying, okay, no more. We're not going to feed you anymore.
That's right. That's right.
That's crazy.
It's crazy. Well, thanks for adding that to our list of Project 2029.
Yes.
Thank you, Jolene.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me.
All right, Jolene. Thank you.
All right. Now let's get that, my RV, I just, EV rather.
EV.
It was one of those situations where, I couldn't get a charging station put in at my home.
I remember that took a while.
That took a while, to get it approved by the city because I had a 100 amp system. You need a 200 amp. Essentially, a lot of the newer homes have 200 amp, but a lot of the older homes like mine, 100 amp, and you had to get a special kind of charger that moderates the amperage. But anyway, that's one problem.
That's water over the bridge.
All right, that's water over the bridge. But now they're coming out with vehicles, and I know there are a few vehicles that have this already, but Ford is planning on making more of them. They want to build large SUVs and trucks with this technology. It's called EREV. Extended range EVs.
Okay.
That's what the ER stands for.
Okay.
They want to get this out by 2027. According to Bloomberg, in a report, the automaker is now pursuing extended range electric vehicles. They have an electric power range like any other electric vehicle, but they also have a little gas-powered generator for backup in the vehicle.
Okay.
And it's like, putting gasoline in your lawnmower. every once in a while, you spend about $2 maybe to put gasoline in it.
Right.
And this thing powers up. It generates power for the battery and keeps it charged.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. The generator is tasked with recharging the battery, but it's the e-motor that drives the wheels all the time. So, the electric motor that's in the car, it's doing it, but this little gasoline engine is powering the battery, charging it. Okay. Now, there are vehicles like this already. So this is actually something that works.
Okay.
So, I'm discovering a lot of this stuff now that I have my EV.
So it's, what would they call? So it's EREV.
You're right. Extended range EVs.
Okay. That sounds like a great idea.
Yeah, it's really fantastic. I've been finding out so much about this. Yeah.
Let's go back to the phone.
Oh, yes.
Trace is on the line from Portage. Good afternoon, Trace.
Hey, gentlemen. Always a pleasure. Yeah, I had an idea speaking about vehicles.
Yeah.
Every vehicle nowadays, to me, looks the same. Honestly, they're all bubbles. So what I'm proposing is give me, like, the body of a 67 Mustang that can get, 100 miles a gallon, or is an electric vehicle. Like, can we get some more character back to vehicles? Because I'm currently driving, and I can't tell most of these cars apart, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Better styling.
I think you're absolutely right. Why don't they make the old bodies, but put these EVs
throwbacks
inside the bodies?
Yeah,
right?
I like that idea. That's great. Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Trace.
Yeah, thank you.
Make it a little more stylish, or go back in time.
Yeah, I've got a story someplace in my stack of stories that I have here, and what they're doing now is most states now, because of the expansion of EVs, even though Trump is doing everything he can to keep EVs off the streets.
Yeah.
But what's happening is the states are going to mileage now. So they're going to require that you report your mileage at the beginning of the year, or when you re-up on your title or license plate anyway.
Okay.
And then you have to report how much your mileage is each year, and you get charged.
Really?
For the mileage, like 0.03 cents per mile.
Okay.
Something like that.
Just another way to get some more money out of you.
To build highways.
I see.
Yeah.
Well, okay. I get that. Yeah. Well, all of our highways seem like they need some help. Those roadways,
well,
getting a little rough.
Here's the thing. A lot of the utility companies, they have special programs, times where you can charge up your EV at the best rate possible.
Okay.
And it's called a rate charge. And what you do is you plug it in and it goes off. It charges your vehicle in the middle of the night when the rates are the lowest.
Yeah.
And that works wonders. They could do that, and then you won't be charged a lot. But wouldn't the utility, then they would pay that. They know how much you're charging your vehicle. All you have to do is pay a percentage of what you charge your vehicle with, and supply the state with that for highways.
I like it.
Instead of mileage.
Yes, that would be better. See a comment here from Brett around here. There are companies that will convert an old car into an EV.
Oh, yeah.
Think about that. Okay. All right. We'll be back with more of John and Gordy in the afternoon in just a few moments.
Down to Electric Avenue, and then we'll take it higher. Oh, we gonna rock down to Electric Avenue, and then we'll take it higher. Working so hard like a soldier.
That matters. Our lakes are
Check.
You were the girl that changed my world. You were the girl for me. You lit the fuse, I stand confused. You were the first for me, but you turned me up. You dropped the bomb on me, baby. You dropped the bomb on me, but you turned me on. You dropped the bomb on me.
John and Gordy in the afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
And we're talking about Project 2029.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. This would replace Project 2025.
Right.
Yeah. Something that
I'm adding
thinking.
I'm adding something to the list.
Oh, are
and
you?
that-
Okay.
Yeah, I'm saying that we deny that this is our platform. Okay. And that we don't know anything about it.
Right.
All right.
Because that worked with
Like,
Project
yeah,
2025
yeah.
for those guys.
Yeah, no
so-
one really complained about the
Yeah.
horrific platform they had because, well, it's,
Mhm.
some conservative group. It's their idea. It's not mine.
Yeah.
All
So
right.
on our list so far is do away with Project 2025.
Mm-hmm.
Also on the list, free school lunch for kids
and breakfasts,
universal health care, of course.
Yes.
You also universal basic income, and that's
And deny we have a plan. Let's go to the phones right now. Andrew, what do you got for us?
Hey, the first thing you need to do about that Project 2029, change the name. I don't want to hear anything that sounds like that nonsense.
Good point. We need a new name for
Yeah,
it too.
yeah.
Yes.
Yes, we do.
Well,
I
something
heard
to replace this
nutbag
project.
I heard some nutbag on the radio this morning, some know-it-all, and he was, no, this was all just clickbait. This was just chatter. It was just internet chatter.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, good
Yeah,
God.
I know.
Yeah,
Well,
what some of my ideas are, we got to think of a platform, and it's got to be basic. We've got to talk to the common people. Those are the people that show up to vote.
Yes.
And we need to get back all those people we lost in the last election. So we've got to find better words again for equity. Everybody's got to be treated right. Women have to be treated right.
Yes.
Non-white people have to be treated right. We've got to have equity in this country, but we got to have a better word for it, a common term. We also need to do something about affordability, but there again, we've got to have a better term for it. Common man term. And the last one is common man. It's kitchen table issues. I think if they ran on those three, now you can throw green deals in when you go to do your budgets and whatever, but running on that, you don't want to scare anybody away. You've got to pull them in with basic kitchen table discussion.
Yes.
I like it.
Yes, that's great. It's
Yeah.
great stuff. Okay. We've incorporated, we've jotted this
guys.
down. Thank you, Andrew. Appreciate
Andrew?
the contribution.
Yes.
Yeah.
Appreciate that call. 855-752-4842.
Ronnie out in Horicon said Project 2029, no tax dollars to voucher or religious schools.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
I can't really see too many people that are supporting that at all, right? I mean, just get rid of this. And by the way, on the EV issue, Neil Young converted his 59 Lincoln Continental to an EV he called the Link Volt.
Yeah, I think I remember that story. Yeah, he did that quite a long time ago.
Yeah.
And he still uses it, apparently.
Well, the cold weather. I charged up my EV last night.
Yeah, how did it work?
I remember it charged up to like 330 miles.
Okay.
And then now it's like 289 miles because of the cold weather.
Really?
Doesn't charge up completely unless I have the settings all messed up in the two apps that I have. I have one for MG&E, that's our utility,
Okay.
and the other one is Emporia, is the charging station that I bought.
Okay.
So I think they conflict a little bit and they're giving me a hassle.
Are they talking to each other?
No,
or-
I don't think they are. I think one wants to take over the other one, and I have to struggle with it every time I charge my car now. So please give me a little tiny engine that I can put gasoline every once in a while. Convert my EV to an ER EV.
It's not a hybrid. It's an
No,
ER EV.
yeah.
Yeah.
Now, I have a hybrid, of course, my Prius.
Yeah.
My cute little Prius. And let me just look. I know there are a lot of people that hate Priuses out there because of the Prius drivers. I am the guy trying to break that. I want people to admire Prius drivers because they're faster, they can drive better, and they don't hold you up in traffic. Okay, that's me. I'm the guy.
I didn't know Prius drivers had this kind of reputation.
Oh, they're horrible drivers.
Really? Is that so?
Well, I hated Prius. And
but
then
you bought one.
Then I bought one. And I thought, wait a minute, I'm going to change the attitude of Prius drivers everywhere. Drive fast all the time.
Zoom in and out of lanes.
The car has to cooperate with you. And I've only been in one Prius, and I will say that it did not have the capability to do that. It could not speed up very fast.
Oh, really?
Maybe it was an old one.
Didn't
Maybe
accelerate like you liked?
Well,
Really?
I wasn't driving, so maybe I can just blame the other driver. But it did not have very much, as the driver described it, get up and go.
Oh.
I didn't know that.
And they tried to get up and go with
I
the
think so.
Prius? Okay. All right.
Again, I wasn't driving, so this is hearsay. Many people are saying.
See, I'm thinking that somebody who gets a Prius, is mentally unfit to drive.
Maybe. Wait a minute. What?
But not anymore. I've
You're
changed the
breaking
entire
that mold.
attitude about Prius drivers.
Okay.
All right. Anyway, we got another suggestion here. Common term: don't be an a-hole. don't pass a-hole laws. That covers a lot of ground. Okay. Okay. Jot that down, man. That's right there.
All right.
There.
That's
Don't ignore that one.
Jennifer and Hayward. Thank you for that.
All right.
All right. We've got the list going here.
And
don't be.
okay, let's get into more technology here because I've been holding on to this for a long time.
Please, Johnny's Techno Corner. Here we go.
I want to go through the stack of stories that I have.
Okay.
This is a step into the future with Stargate, NASA's groundbreaking 3D printer that can actually 3D print an entire rocket.
Oh, come on.
No, I'm not kidding. This is it. Let's listen.
This is a Stargate. It's located at NASA's Stennis Space Center, and while this particular Stargate may not be an interstellar portal to distant galaxies, it is still a very impressive machine that can 3D print spaceships. More specifically, this giant 3D printer is being used right now to manufacture components for a brand new reusable rocket that will help the world to industrialize low Earth orbit and eventually even colonize the planet Mars. And we're not even talking about SpaceX this time. This is Relativity Space and their 3D printed rocket, the Terran R. Enter the Stargate. That's just a fancy name for a new kind of printing machine, but it does kind of look like sci-fi Stargate. The big innovation here is that the 4th generation Stargate works horizontally. The most logical way to 3D print a very long object, like an 80-meter rocket, is going to be to do it sideways.
That's right.
Relativity is confident that they can bring the first Terran R vehicle to the launch pad in 2026, and they want to follow that up with a fast ramp-up to 50 launches in the next year, and then 100 launches per year or more, essentially matching the cadence of the current Falcon 9, which is the world's most used rocket by a very wide margin. Oh, and we haven't even gotten to Relativity's plan for building out their 3D printed infrastructure on the planet Mars.
Wow. There it is.
Okay.
There it is.
A 3D printer that can print out a rocket. Okay.
Isn't that wild? Now,
and it does it sideways.
I was watching the video on this. It's the audio from the video, and
Yeah?
it's just amazing. The size of the rocket ship, a 3D printer for that thing. I'm wondering how it can get through the atmosphere being plastic. Just I'm just kidding.
Is that what the?
I'm sure it's some kind of metal of some sort.
You can 3D print with other stuff. Anything you can melt, really.
Yeah. So that's pretty amazing, isn't it?
Have you done 3D printing, Aaron?
A very small amount. It's more so I have friends who do it.
Yeah.
And
what kind of things do they use for it? I mean, what kind of things do they make?
Yeah, my friend Dan has a couple of 3D printers, and he will print like what's it called? Well, like a cordless drill to have batteries.
Yeah.
And he'll print a holder for the battery, and it's a DeWalt drill, but he changed it to say Dan Walt because his name is Dan. So he makes like thinner battery holders than the normal ones, so that he can fit it in between tighter
Genius.
spaces and
Yeah.
things like
Wow.
he'll like engineer solutions for stuff like that.
Well, that's
Okay.
pretty cool. You know, my younger son, Gen Zer, 23.
Yeah.
He wants to get a 3D printer now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're a lot cheaper than they used to be.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
What are we talking?
Like you can get one for like $100.
Really?
I wouldn't get one that cheap. You probably should get one a little better than that, but you
Yeah.
could.
Yeah.
Okay.
Isn't it crazy?
Yeah.
I'm having trouble getting my my color laser printer to work correctly.
That is
Much-
the thing.
much
They
less.
will always take some monkeying around.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why is that? I mean, you'd think they'd have that technology down, right?
Well, I wish they did have it down about, I don't know, maybe 10 years ago. And my son asked me to build a Iron Man costume for Halloween.
Yeah.
As a dad, I'm sitting there going, oh, don't do this to me. Don't do this to me. I have treated you so well for all these years.
Did you do it? Did you end up doing it?
No.
Oh, you talked him out of it.
Well, I didn't talk him. I showed him how hard it would be to make.
Oh, okay.
Okay. We sat on the side of the bed like Ward Cleaver would with Beaver.
Yeah.
And we
explained it
explained, I had a cardboard box and said, you can't really make this into Iron Man. You can't do it.
It's going to be hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
you could. It would just take a lot of work. I remember watching a lot of YouTube videos when I was younger of people doing paper craft and like you take pieces of paper
Yeah.
and essentially make a low polygon model of whatever you're trying to make in real life and then make it rigid with epoxy or Bondo or all kinds of other stuff like that. Very labor intensive. I never attempted to do it myself.
Could you define polygon?
Just like a shape. So basically anything in a video game, which is what this is based off of, is made out of a bunch of polygons, just at shapes like triangles all touching each other. And so you approximate the shape of something and then use colors to make it look closer.
All right. See?
Okay.
Well, that's it right there.
Inventive. Okay.
Yeah.
I like it.
This is a generation that uses 3D printers.
Mhm.
Oh, God.
Gee, I remember the old days where you could do stuff with paper mache.
Yeah.
You
What
know,
happened to the
I
paper
don't know.
mache technology that we were developing?
I don't think
that
that
in school too.
Don't think that went anywhere.
Or like plaster.
Yeah, I know. It was crazy,
Ah,
but
those
we
were the
made some crazy things with paper mache back then.
No, you could do just about anything with it.
Again, just to anybody listening right now, this is before cell phones. Just to let you know, that technology wasn't quite up to snuff back when we had like yo-yos.
Here we go with the yo-yos again. You got to bring in some of your yo-yos sometime. Do a yo-yo demonstration.
Well, I will show everybody how to do it.
Yeah, I know. You're an expert.
Walking the dog.
Oh yeah, cats in the cradle. Or
There you
whatever.
go.
There's another one. All right. We will continue with more of John and Gordy in the afternoon. After this time out for some messages from our beloved sponsors. Stay right there.
just wanted to torture people just a little bit more than.
What is this?
What is that? What is
it's something that was in your guys' music
Yeah,
file. So
yeah.
I
know,
let's blame Dom for that one.
We we
I like it.
We do present
Me too.
stuff like that from time to time just to piss people off.
It's very happy music.
Well,
I
no,
like
it isn't.
Put a smile on my
It's
face.
a nightmare.
No, it's not.
I enjoy it.
I see.
Unironically.
You're outruled.
It's almost like the chicken dance, right?
Kind of.
I suppose that one did have a little bit of chicken dance
Had that
vibes.
feel
It
to
did
it.
have a little bit in there.
Hey, coming up next, it's Nightlight with Pete Schwaba, starting at its new time, 5 o'clock.
Yes,
and
yes,
Pete
yes,
will be.
yes.
They're going to be discussing the Deer Hunters Roundup tonight. You know, it's that time of year. All the deer hunters getting out there.
I got to know when that starts.
And I'm sure they'll have that information at their fingertips,
Well,
John.
I'm sure they'll have. Yes, of course.
They'll be do a deep discussion of start times, everything.
All right. Well,
And comedians Tom Clark and Steph Clark,
ooh.
As well as Terry Barr with the Bar Band Friday night. Okay.
All right, we got some suggestions here for our project 2029. And I guess the first thing we should mention is Brian's suggestion. It should be Mission 2029.
I like it.
There you go.
All right.
Yes, let's go with Mission.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
I
I'll do
like
that.
that. And then here's a suggestion: send all the megas to Mars
That's part
with
of
Elon.
Frank's suggestion for Poinet.
3D printed rockets.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
and the 3D rockets.
Yeah. Okay. Still don't know how they can actually do that. 3D printing
I don't know.
of a rocket.
I don't know.
I can understand how they can make a rocket. I can't understand how they can make it precisely enough to work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. I don't know.
I certainly wouldn't want to put a person in one of those.
You wouldn't want to be the test pilot?
No, I would not.
Okay.
Well, with 3D printing, don't you have to kind of clean it up a little bit?
Yeah, they're always a little rough.
Yeah.
And that's the thing that concerns me when you're trying to go to space.
Yes, you can cut your finger on it.
Well, be all kinds of problems. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I want to present something I discovered, and I've talked to the individual, Essie, and he has something called the dark left. And he isn't the dark left. We're all the dark left.
We are.
So this is something that he puts out. It's about a minute and a half, and it's a great commentary. I will present to the dark left often here on the program. So let's listen to this episode.
Well, would you look at that? The Department of Labor decided to drop a new campaign, and to them, America's future looks a lot like 1953. Same haircut, same jawline, same shade of God's favorite beige. They're calling it Project Firewall, which sounds a lot like a digital wall to keep diversity out. Every single image they posted could have been ripped straight from Cold War propaganda. White men and folded arms, strong chins, and taglines like Americans first and build the homeland's future. Because nothing says freedom like recycling fascist aesthetics with a MAGA filter.
Yeah.
It's the American dream as long as you're white and male and standing in front of a construction site. They want to sell you this fantasy that America once was great because it looked like this, before civil rights, before feminism, before immigration shaped the country into what it actually is. It's nostalgia for a time that was built on exclusion, not opportunity. And while they're busy posting posters of strong white men in denim, farmers are literally begging workers because they deported the people who actually did the work. But sure, tell me again about how these real Americans are lining up to pick produce in 110-degree heat.
Right.
They don't want to rebuild America. They want to repaint it. And nostalgia's a hell of a drug. And the high comes from pretending that progress was the problem. And when that pendulum swings back, and it will, it's not going to bring mercy, but it's going to bring balance. And maybe then they'll stop calling again patriotic and start calling it what it really is, a love letter to segregation. And remember, I'm not the dark left. Together, we're the dark left. Please join me in stepping out of the dark and into the fight.
There you go.
The dark left.
Great stuff, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really good.
Yeah.
I like it.
Part of our mission 2029.
Okay. Okay.
All right.
So we've morphed from Project 2029 to
Mission 2029.
Okay. All right, I'm a little sick of this now. I think we need to upgrade the music already.
No.
You like that? Huh?
Yeah, I just like it.
Okay.
Well, if you want different music, we could always do this.
All right.
The same thing we had on the way in, right?
All right. That's kind of festive.
No, somehow I think the other one was a little more impressive.
Okay.
There you go.
Enough.
Yeah. And by the way, we'll keep taking suggestions for Mission 2029.
Please. Thank you, Aaron. Cut it off. That's right. We've got quite the list going, so we'll continue that list.
All right.
It's a good idea, though. All right. Anything else on our agenda tonight?
I'm exhausted, you know.
It's been a long day.
Well, we've only done 2 shows, 5 hours today.
Yeah, 2 shows a day.
Yeah.
Keeps you in shape. That's going to do it for us for tonight's show and for this week.
I'm assuming it's dark all over the state at this point.
It was dark when we started. It's dark when we
now,
ended. Yes. And Pete Schwaba is up next. And we hope you have a good evening and a great weekend. You got big weekend plans, John? You gonna do anything?
You know, I always do.
Yeah?
Yes.
Aaron, you got anything going on?
Not really.
Okay, good. Yeah. That's it for John and Gordy in the afternoon for today and for this week. We will talk to you again on Monday. Have a great weekend. So long, everybody.
See you later.
Hasta luego.
Hit the bricks.
Get out of here.
No, you're not supposed to say that.
Okay. So long.
It's the John and Gordy Show.
John and Gordy in the morning.
As we were saying,
let the sun shine.
It's the John and Gordy Show.